Hari Bol and Hari Krishna to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astro Motivation, the house of astro psychology. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most important topics of 2025, the change of signs of Rahu and Ketu into Leo and Aquarius. And this is going to be such a powerful shift that we're going to feel collectively and individually. And I am so excited to be here to tell you all about it and get you prepared for this very auspicious time. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Astro Motivation, the house of astro psychology. My name is Vino Dinidasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and practitioner of the ancient Vedic arts. So if you are into ancient knowledge, Vedic astrology, or self-development, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this powerful upcoming transit has in store for all of us, and especially for you.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my beautiful exclusive members here in the exclusive members only of my Astro Motivation YouTube. These are the Patreons of this channel. If it wasn't for these beautiful souls, I wouldn't be here giving you guys so much free content. And I try to pamper my members a lot. Right now, we are learning Vedic Astrology, an intro to Vedic Astrology. So if you would like to learn how to read your chart or other people's charts, definitely become a member today. In the description here below, you will be able to find out how. And in the future, I will be hosting lives where we're going to be reading our charts live. So definitely become a member today so that you can get this exclusive content as well. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's talk about this very important, incredible topic of 2025. And I just been so excited to talk about this and to have this transit coming because it's definitely going to be bringing us so much good, auspicious energy. Rahu and Ketu, they are very, very important aspects in our chart. Sometimes they can even be as important as the moon and the sun. But first, in order for us to understand why is Rahu and Ketu so important and why is it that they bring such a huge impact in our lives, we are going to have a little bit of a story time. Yes, we're going to have some story time so that you guys can understand the pastimes of Rahu and Ketu. And as we understand the pastimes of Rahu and Ketu, we will understand why is it that they bring such an impact in our charts and therefore in our lives. So take your tea, take your coffee, relax because it is now story time. We are going to be talking about the pastime. And it all began many yugas ago in Satya Yuga. And if you don't know about the yugas, definitely go check out my Kali Yuga video so that you can understand the timelines. But it was once in a Satya Yuga, very long, millennials ago in Satya Yuga. And Satya Yuga is the golden age. So it was during this time that the demons and the demigods came to Vishnu, to Krishna, to ask for the help. So first, Krishna said, we are going to have to come together. So what was happening is that the demigods were about to lose their immortality and the demons were about to gain immortality. And this, of course, was going to bring havoc into the universe. And so the devas went to Krishna, to Vishnu, and they prayed to him and they were like, please help us. And so Krishna said, okay, I can help you, but you're going to have to team up with the demons. And we're going to have to churn the milk ocean. Yes, the milk ocean, guys. If you read the fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you will be able to understand the cosmology of our existence. There we have all that you need to know. And this is, of course, a 5,000-year-old scripture or more. So this has the timeless truth of the cosmology of our universe. And in there we have an ocean of milk, an ocean of salt water, an ocean of sweet water, and an ocean of honey. And so in this ocean of milk, Vishnu said to the demigods, you're going to have to team up with the demons, and you're going to have to work together to churn the milk ocean. So they started churning the milk ocean. And as you can see down here, Vishnu, Krishna, turned into his avatar Kumara. And Kumar is the tortoise avatar. He transformed into the Taurus. And the demons, as you see to the right, holding one side of the Anantashesh. Anantashesh is the great servant of the Lord. And then at the left side, you can see that the demons are also using the tail of Anantashesh, and they were both churning the milk ocean together, working together. And why were they doing this? Well, when you churn the milk ocean, a lot of things are going to come out from it. And Vishnu said this to all of them. It's like, as we churn the ocean, many things are going to come out of the ocean. And also the milk ocean represents our spiritual journey. When we are churning the milk ocean within ourselves, when we are churning in our spiritual practices, with our sadhana, with our tapasya, with our austerities, we are churning the milk ocean. So the first thing that came out of the milk ocean was poison, was venom. And this could show when we are doing our spiritual practice that one of the first things that is going to come out is kind of like the toxicity of ourselves. And so here comes Vishnu asked Shiva to please drink the poison and to drink it. And Shiva was able to hold it in his throat without getting hurt. And the little pieces of the drops of poison that fell on the earth turned into the snakes, into all the poisonous beings that we have in this earth, and into gold. Yes, gold. So after the poison came out, many more things came out of the milk ocean, like Mahalakshmi Devi, a wishing cow. Many things came out. And of course, the demons were very attracted to all the things that came out. Even a Pegasus came out of the milk ocean. And Vishnu told the demigods, don't be attracted to anything that comes out of here. We are looking for the nectar of immortality, which is the last thing that comes out of churning the milk ocean. So after churning the milk ocean, working together, finally, the elixir of immortality, the soma, came out from the milk ocean. And at that moment, the demons got very greedy. They were like, okay, now it's our time. We are definitely going to become immortal now. We're definitely going to get a piece of the pie, and we are going to become immortal. And so the demigods came to Krishna and Vishnu, and they were like, what do? We can't give the immortal nectar to the demons. If we do this, it will be the end of existence. And so Krishna was like, don't worry, I got a trick. I got a little trick up my sleeve. Nobody is wittier. Nobody is more witty than God himself, than the personality of God himself. And so Krishna turned into the female avatar, Mohini. And when he turned into this female form of Mohini, all the demons and all the demigods were so attracted. Of course, can you imagine God himself turn into a female? This is like the most gorgeous female of them all. And this is Sri Mohini avatar. And so she bewildered the demons, especially because the demons are mainly very lusty. Demons are quite lusty. And so, of course, they were attracted instantaneously, sexually attracted to Mohini in a second. And they were just like, we do whatever you want to do. We will do whatever you want us to do. They totally submitted to her. And at that moment, the demigods were like, okay, I think Mohini is going to be able to serve the soma, the elixir of immortality, in a way that she's going to trick the demons. So she decided to do a party, and they were like, we are going to celebrate. We're going to have this party, and we're all going to drink from the soma. And Mohini was the one who was serving everybody the amount of soma. Now, what had happened was that Mohini was like, okay, everybody is invited except the demons. And since the demons were so bewildered by Mohini, they were like, okay, whatever you say, it doesn't matter. But there was this one demon, Rahu demon. And this demon is very, very smart. This demon was like, you're not going to fool me, Vishnu. You're not going to fool me, Krishna. I know exactly what you're doing. So Rahu, so demons in Sanskrit is called Asura. And Rahu in Sanskrit means to abandon or void. Yes, it's a void. It's like a black hole. And in this, in Vedic demology, to explain what the demons are, he is the prince of the Dietas, and Rahu was born of the son of Viprachatya and Singhika. Disguised as a god, a snake demon sat between the sun and the moon. So that's what happened. Rahu snuck into the party, dressed like a deva, and he sat right between Suryadev, the god of sun, and Chandradev, the god of the moon. And this is the reason why Rahu is known to be the one that causes the eclipses every single time it comes into contact with the sun and the moon, right? We know that eclipses happen twice a year, and it is because of the nodes, because of Rahu and Ketu. So he sat in between the sun and the moon while the gods and the demons alike came together to produce the nectar of immortality. So what had happened at that moment, and they were passing the elixir of immortality, at that moment, Rahu was able to just drink one tiny little drop of soma. And at that moment that the drop touched his tongue, boom, Mohini used the Sudam Chakra. The Sudam Chakra is the weapon of Krishna, and cut his head off. And you can see here in this illustration how Mohini cut off his head as he was drinking the elixir of Soma. We see Chandradev to the right and we see Suryadev to the left, and they had known that something wasn't right. Somebody has snuck into the party and they were trying to cause mayhem and mischief. And of course, Mohini at that moment, bloop, cut his head off. And as we can see, this is the head of Rahu. But because he had drank one tiny drop of the elixir of immortality, he became immortal. But now he was immortal in half. As we can see in this picture, in the bottom, we see that there's Rahu in the floor, cut off by the decapitated, and his body became Ketu, which is a headless being, and his head became Rahu, which is an ever-ending eating head, consuming head. So this is the reason why Rahu and Ketu always travel together, opposite from each other. You cannot separate them. They always travel together, but they are one. Rahu is the head and Ketu is the body of the snake. So here we see the illustration of that. So that is how Rahu and Ketu came to be. And so to this point, we still have this energy and all the jivas are influenced by Rahu and Ketu. We are all influenced in our charts by Rahu and Ketu. And it is interesting how Rahu is also known as, just to read you guys a little bit about the Rahu and his names, and what he's known for. Rahu is that demon snake that is known, the name of it is called to abandon or void. So I know that I'm about to say something that not a lot of astrologers agree with, but this is my conception, okay? This is my opinion or my understanding according to a spiritual perception if we were to see astrology in that form. We see astrology not just to advance our material life, because at the end of our lives, all the material things, we're going to have to abandon them. We can't take anything material with us. So are we using astrology just to advance our material life? Or are we using astrology to advance our soul journey, to help our soul finally break away from the cycle of samsara? So we need to understand what perception we want to be using astrology in. Because if we are just using it for material gains, then we are using it in a very demonic perception. But if we're using it for spiritual advancement, now we're using it for a more sattvic way of going about our lives. So a lot of astrologers will say that we want to go towards Rahu, that Rahu always wins, that Rahu is the answer, that Rahu is where we need to go towards. But the thing about Rahu is that Rahu is literally the void, okay? Rahu is the void. It is what we need to abandon. Even the word itself in Sanskrit says that, to abandon, the void. So there's a lot of things going on here that, it's quite interesting. And for the practitioner of spirituality, they actually look to Ketu, because Ketu is the most spiritual of them all. It's more spiritual than Jupiter in a way. Jupiter is very wise, but Ketu is the renunciate. Ketu is the one that renounces this material life. So we have help here. We could either use Rahu for becoming deeper into materialism, or we can use Ketu to help us renounce and go more into spirituality. So of course, it all depends of how you want to go about it. But one thing I wanted to mention here is the different types, the naughty child of Maya. Okay, Rahu is supposed to be the mighty and naughty child of Maya, and thus it is associated with dualities resulting from its Mayavi, from his illusion. Okay, so Rahu is known for having this illusion energy and for creating this sort of illusion in our lives. So Rahu is that thing that makes it shiny and you want to go towards it, but then it was just all an illusion. So this is the reason why we need to be careful with it. Various names that are assigned to Rahu in Vedic texts include the chief, the advisor of the demons, the minister of the demons, ever angry, the tormentor, bitter enemy of the illuminaries, because it's the one that goes against Surya Dev, and Chandra Dev is the one that goes against the god of the sun and the god of the moon. It is also the lord of illusions, one who frightens the sun, the one who makes the moon lustreless. Very powerful names. And so I want to start pointing out these things that not a lot of astrologers actually talk about. That Rahu is actually a very demonic energy. And when we go more towards the Rahunian energy and we let ourselves go towards the incessant consumerism of addiction, of obsession that Rahu gives us, it's just making us deeper and deeper and deeper into materialism, deeper into the illusion. As we go more towards the Ketu is the one helping us to renounce all these, to renounce the addictions, the obsessions, and to renounce these material chains that keep us locked up in this world. So a little bit on the Rahu and Ketu understanding so that we can really go more into it. So just a little recap on Rahu and Ketu in Pisces and Virgo, which we just had for 18 months. This was a big transformation for the world, and it was also the initiation of a new era, of a new 18-year cycle. Because for Rahu's first sign is not Aries, it's actually Pisces, because Rahu and Ketu, it always moves retrograde. It doesn't move forward like the planets, it always moves retrograde. Therefore, his first sign is Pisces, not Aries. And so as Rahu went into Pisces, we started getting into a new era, a new 18-year cycle of our lives. It was helping us to let go of things that we no longer need. It was helping us to focus more on spirituality, and it was helping us on learning more about the transcendental nature. So it was a very spiritual time, and it was a time where, people were seeking more of these things. But now Rahu is going to go into Aquarius and Ketu is going to go into Leo starting May 18th, and it's going to be here for 18 months. And this is a very powerful, powerful placement for Rahu in Aquarius. And Ketu in Leo. Ketu really enjoys being in the sign of Leo. Why? Because Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is known to be the Atma Karka, the main Atma Karka. And the Atma Karka means like the soul, okay? The Atma is represented by the sun energy. And Ketu is the moksha, is the one that represents liberation and transcendence. Therefore, when we have Ketu in Leo, we are combining the Atma moksha. It is the liberation of the soul, which makes it very, very powerful, guys. This gives us the ability to start bringing liberations of the soul. While Rahu in Aquarius also loves to be in the sign. Rahu in Aquarius is very powerful because Aquarius, Rahu does very well in the signs that that have a lot of desires and that want to have a lot of growth, especially material growth. So Rahu does very well in most of all the air signs, especially Gemini and Aquarius. But Aquarius especially, because Aquarius is connected to technology, which Rahu adores because it's illusionary. Technology creates illusions and dependencies. So Rahu loves to be in Aquarius because it also thinks in a large scale, communal, futuristic, technological, and big dreams and aspirations. Big dreams. So for the next upcoming 18 months, guys, if you think AI has taken over, this is the moment. The next 18 months, Rahu, the demon, the great demon, is going to get into alignment with the energies of Aquarius. And actually, Rahu co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn. That's why Aquarius is a little bit of an outcast energy. It comes from that Rahunian vibe. So the Rahu in Aquarius feels at home, feels like, okay, I can be weird. I can use technology incessantly. I can do it in a large scale. I can influence the masses. I can influence humanity. And I can also be incessantly wanting more and more, guys. So if you guys think that AI right now is like, whoa, this is crazy. Baby, you don't even know what's about to come. By the end of this 18-month period, AI is going to be a thing of like, AI is going to be like children's play. Like the robotics are going to get huge. The illusions are going to get huge. The virtual reality is going to get huge. I mean, we are talking about the son of Maya here. So get ready because Rahu's definitely going to explode all of that. But the good news is that we still have Ketu and Leo helping us with that Atma Moksha, with the ability to liberate our soul. So very, very interesting times, guys. Very exciting times. And get ready because we are about to have something very powerful. Those of you who are going through a Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, Ketu Mahadasha, Ketu Antardasha, you guys are going to feel this very, very, very strong. It's going to be very powerful for you guys. Alrighty, guys. So let's talk about horoscopes. Make sure you check your ascendant and your moon sign. If you feel intuitively to want to check your sun sign, you're more than welcome to do it. Follow your intuition, okay? Remember to always listen to yourself. And also remember that everything that I'm talking about, it's just possibilities. You have your free will to either choose it or not choose it, to take advantage of this energy or to let it pass you by. You are the one with the free will. Anything that I said here is nothing that you're bounded to, and you are more than welcome to also change the circumstances according to your choices that you make. I am here to just give you the awareness of the potentiality, the astral potentiality that is going to be around us at this time. Alrighty, guys, so let us get started. First, we're going to get started with, of course, our Aries. Welcome, Aries, to your horoscope for Rahu and Ketu. And this is going to be a very exciting time for you since Rahu is going to be transiting in your 11th house and Ketu is going to be transiting your 5th house. So this already is a very powerful house for Rahu to be in. Okay, Rahu loves the sign of Aquarius, so that's going to be very powerful. But the fact that it's also in a very strong house, Rahu does amazing in the 11th, 10th, 6th, third house. Does very good in these houses because these are all karma houses. They're the houses of desire, the houses of growth. So Rahu can grow as much as it wants, and it can consume as much as it wants, and it doesn't have limitations. So here, my beautiful Aries, first and foremost, let's talk about Rahu. When Rahu goes into your 11th house, get ready. This is an amazing time for you to make your dreams come true. Yes, Aries. And I'm very excited for you because you just went through so much purification, so much 12th house energy for like months upon months upon months, just digging onto you how like you need to let go of something, you need to release something, you need to purify something, let go of something in your subconscious. You've been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of inner work. So now finally, it's not so much focused on this spiritual situation anymore. Now it's focused on your desires, your goals, your aspirations, and expanding your networks of people, expanding your collaborations, and really going for your dreams, Aries. So Rahu here will definitely help you. Now, the idea here is that you do have to allow for friendships and collaborations to come through. If you make it your inspiration to be humanitarian, whew, even better, baby. Even better. Even better. So if you've always had a dream to help the needy, help the environment, start a community, start awareness about something, or you becoming a part of a community, you becoming a part of your soul tribe, Rahu here is definitely going to help you with that, my beautiful Aries. Okay, so look for collaborations, look for friendships. This is the time for you to really go towards your dreams, Aries. Yes, and not alone. Not alone. If you can do it with people, if you can do it in a way where everybody comes together, you're going to see you're going to advance so much. The best thing that you can do during this time, it could be from the beginning of this transit, start writing down what it is that your desires and your aspirations are, and start calling in those good collaborations in your life that are going to take you to that level, that are going to help you move forward. So Rahu here wants big gains, and the big gains only come when you do come together with others. Okay, there's just so much ability for you to make money on your own, but when you come together with groups in a team setting or in a collaboration setting, you can see that the money and the abundance is going to expand so much more for you, my beautiful Aries. So definitely go towards those things. Now, when it comes to friends and aspirations, it might be a little bit of an illusion too. Rahu here may put a little bit of an illusion. So don't think that everybody's your friend. Like, yes, be kind. Yes, be with everybody. But just, you know, try to look deeper into people's motives and into their friendships that you're doing with others. Okay. Now, to talk about Ketu in Leo. Ketu in Leo is going to be really nice. Here, Ketu is going to give you immense ability for leadership, immense ability for you to be creative, and to have a lot of willpower. This is the best things about the fifth house, my beautiful Aries. This is the time that you're going to will anything into existence. You're going to be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. Watch me do it. And you're going to really will it into existence, which is very powerful. Now, here, the only trick, my beautiful Aries, is that you don't start thinking that you're God, because that's what happens when we have too much will. You're like, watch me, I'm going to do it all. I'm Superman. I'm God himself. Be careful, because God will humble you down real quick and say, oh yeah, you think you're a superhero? You think you're almighty God, and that you can do it all alone? And it will humble you down. So the idea here is lead not as a tyrant, but lead as an inspiration. Lead with the heart. Be a leader of humility. Those leaders that have more humility in them are the leaders that shine the most beautiful, the brightest. Do not let your arrogance, pride get the best of you. Ketu here is trying to actually purify that, purified your arrogance, purified your pride, purified your ego, purified your self-centeredness. So Ketu here is going to help you to purify these negative things. Ketu here is also going to purify your relationship with your children, okay? So if, for example, your relationship with children is ready to kind of have a transformation or to maybe be healed or maybe be transformed, Ketu here is going to help you purify that, become a better parent, have a better relationship with your children. And at the beginning, it might be a little bit of a distance so that you can kind of see it from a bigger picture and really create a better situation between you and your relationships with your children. Also, purifying your romances. Some of you guys may get a little bit addicted to romance and addicted to drama, but Ketu here is trying to help you to renounce these very passionate, intensely passionate, to the point that now we're in drama, and to try to like heal this, like where it's like you can have fun, but it doesn't have to go into this dramatic obsession, karmic relationships. Like it's going to help you purify that and bring you back to a more innocent love, into a more innocent way of expressing romance as well. So let's pull some cards here for you. First, I'm going to see what is the main blessings that Rahu and Ketu are bringing to Aries. The main blessings that Rahu and Ketu are bringing Aries for this time. And the main blessing is coming from Surya Dev. Wow, powerful. It's coming from the sun, from the god of the sun. And he's bringing you honor, status, and fame. Anybody who's in social media right now, ooh, your channel is going to do great. Your channel is going to do fantastic. Also, reunion with one's beloved. Oh, that's sweet. You know, the Ketu here is helping you to heal the romantic life and to unite you with your beloved, your true beloved. Freedom from diseases and ailments. Very good. And also general vitality, respect, and power. Wow, Surya Dev is definitely bringing you lots of powerful things. So first, let's see. What is it that Rahu is going to be bringing Aries? Rahu, what is Rahu bringing Aries? Rahu bringing Aries. And we have blessings in disguise. So roll with the punches, roll with the changes, because you may think that, oh my God, something bad is happening, but in reality is a blessing in disguise for you. A steady progress. Make this to be an 18-month process. Steady progress, little by little. You're moving forward towards your dreams. You're getting there. And get fresh air. Don't get too caught up with technologies and too much into technology. You have to go out and get some fresh air every now and again, okay? Go and interact with others. So don't get too into by yourself, okay? Don't isolate yourself too much inside, but have some fresh air outside as well. Now let's see what Ketu is bringing Aries during this time. What is Ketu bringing? So Ketu is finally purifying any unrequited love situations for you, Aries. So if you've been feeling like, oh, I always end up in this relationship where they like me more, or I don't like them so much, and like there's this equality always in love, that's going to be purified. If you've lost chemistry for each other, that's going to be purified as well. Also, it's going to make you more attractive. It's going to help you to come back to your passions, your hobbies, and to be more in the present moment and to become more attractive in that way. You are going to attract more people in that way and to become more optimistic about your love life. It's purifying your romances and it's purifying your self-love as well. So these are the things that I see that are going to be bringing you a lot of transformations for you for this Rahu and Ketu transit. Super excited for you, my beautiful Aries. So those were your messages, Aries. I hope that they help. And remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have going on right now. You can book one in the description here below using the promo code. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Aries. So book one today in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this powerful transit of Rahu and Ketu in Aquarius and Leo. Get ready, my beautiful Taurus, because you are going to have a massive transformation. When we have Rahu and Ketu in the Kendra houses, this is very powerful. So get ready, because you are definitely going to have a personal revolution in your life and a transformation in your life. And where is the transformation going to be happening? It's going to be happening in the sector of your career and your home life. This is a very important axis, the 4th and the 10th. I call it the tree of life, where the roots are the 4th house and the upper part is the 10th house. So here, you're going to have massive growth. This is the perfect moment for you to really advance in your career sector. This is a very powerful, powerful placement for Rahu. Rahu loves to be in the 10th house because Rahu can really grow the desires for career, the ambitions for status can really get to a new level here, Taurus. So for you, my beautiful Taurus, Rahu here is going to help you to get to the next level in your career, to get some amazing opportunities to really move forward in your life. Now, what is it that you need to do? You have to get out of the house. Ketu in the 4th house is telling you you have to let go of your comfort zone if you want to really grow and grow in your ambitions and in your status and in your career and in your profession. Only by getting out of our comfort zones, we are able to really expand ourselves. So you're going to find these opportunities not at the home. Sorry. If you have a office in the home and you work from home, I really suggest that you start working outside, even if it's in a cafe. Because the moment that you step out of your house, that is when Rahu is going to start bringing you all these opportunities, all these abilities for expansion, and all these opportunities for your ambitions to become true. So Rahu here is definitely giving you the ability to really prosper and to really get to a whole new status in your life and to really take your career to the next level. So this is the perfect time for you to change careers, to start that business, to start that side hustle, to start that purpose in life you always wanted to do, to start that that thing that you always felt like doing. This is the moment to really take those risks in career, okay? Because I do see that there's going to be plenty of advancements and plenty of opportunities. And of course, as your status gets bigger, most probably your home will also get bigger, and therefore yourself and your relationships are also going to go through a massive transformation. So that's why when we have Rahu and Ketu in the Kendra houses, it could be very powerful for you, okay? You can advance in anything with tech companies, with anything humanitarian, any of the Aquarian things, and that's exactly what your career is all about, my beautiful Taurus, is humanitarian missions or technological advancements or innovation, futuristic innovation, bringing communities together. All of these things are very, very good for your advancements in career. And at the same time, with Ketu in the 4th house, this is going to be very good for your home life. Because your home life, your family life is going to go through a purification. So if you've had issues with your ancestry, if you've had issues with your mom, with your family, you have beef with them, or there's just so much karma or so much tension or so much weird energy between you and your family, Ketu is going to purify all of this. Ketu is going to help you renounce the frustrations with your family, the animosity with your family, and is going to also help you to let go of any codependencies, let go of any feelings of wanting to be needed, and it's also going to liberate you in a way or another from maybe your family holding you back. Maybe your mother holds you back, or your family holds you, or you hold yourself back because you think that you need to be there for your family, so you don't get out and you don't go out and you don't risk it because you feel like your family needs you right there and then. So that is what Ketu is going to heal. And it's also going to heal what doesn't make you happy. We got to remember the fourth house is the house of true happiness. So Ketu here is going to help you to let go of all those things that are not making you happy, that you maybe crap fitted yourself into. When I mean crap fitting is sometimes we allow ourselves to fit to crappy situations that we know it's uncomfortable, but we just put up with them and accommodate to them. Well, Ketu here is going to help you to fully let that go. So it's a great time to change homes, change residencies, get a new car, to also purify your home, get any sort of remodeling to your home, or change situations in your home sector for the better. Simplifying your house and making it more into a temple, like having a place in your home that is like a temple, that is a place of worship, a place to practice sadhana and austerities, and a place to kind of practice these things. It's going to make you feel really good in the house. Okay, so let's pull some cards here for you, my beautiful Taurus. I see that this is going to be a great change for you, which will help you to really transform your life. Okay, so let's see, what does Rahu and Ketu, what are they blessing Taurus with? Rahu and Ketu blessing Taurus. And Brinda Devi, Jai Brinda Devi, is bringing you lots of blessings. And Brinda Devi is bringing you the blessings of residence in a holy place. What did I just say? A residency in a holy place, a residency in a place that is more sattvic, that is better for your spirituality, better for your spiritual advancement, is a great thing, even if you just bring a temple into your room, into your house. Also, proximity to natural beauty. Lovely, lovely. You are a very natural sign, okay? You like things that are natural, beautiful flowers, beautiful landscapes, beautiful food. Like, you really love the earth. You're the first earth sign, you know, you're very earthy. So proximity to natural beauty is going to be here for you. Devotion to Krishna and Vishnu, amazing. Vaishnavas, this is a great time for my Krishna devotees. And of course, that will bring you a lot of transformations and blessings into your life. And also, we have physical health and well-being. So your health is going to be very strong, and your physicality is also going to be very strong. So now let's see, what does Rahu is going to be bringing Taurus during this time? What is Rahu going to be bringing Taurus during this time? Okay, so Rahu for Taurus, in order for you to really take full advantage of this very powerful aspect to advance in your career, first and foremost, you gotta block out the distractions, Taurus. You have to block them out. They are energy leakers that are not going to let you advance. So be very disciplined and do not let yourself be distracted, because that is, you're gonna miss opportunities. So block out the distractions, and also have the courage to ask for and accept help from others. This is an Aquarius energy. It is not a lonely energy. It's a collective coming together energy, groups and teamwork. The more you learn to work in a teamwork, the more you learn to work together with others, the more advancements to your status you will have. So have the courage to ask for help and accept help from others. This is a sign of strength. And for you to start becoming a leader of a team and really exercising that. And last but not least, no more complaining. No more complaining about the world, about others, about your team, about your colleagues, about yourself. No more complaining, because complaining is affirming your victimization instead of affirming your strength and your empowerment. Know that there's always choices. You're not a victim. So be careful with complaining. Be careful with criticism. Control your tongue. Control your tongue. Alrighty, so that's what Rahu is going to be bringing for you. And now let's see, what is Ketu bringing? What is Ketu bringing to my beautiful Tauruses for this next upcoming 18 months? And Ketu is going to make you super intuitive. Super intuitive. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is exactly telling you where to go. Your intuition is telling you how you're going to prosper and how you're going to transform. So intuition is going to be very powerful. Also, surrender your beliefs in scarcity. If there was any scarcity that doesn't allow for you to be fully happy because you think you're missing or you don't have, or there's a lack, all of this is going to be transmuted, and you are ready to receive the abundance of joy and happiness and prosperity in your life. Okay, so no more lack mentality. And last but not least, surrender to God. So you guys are really, this is a great opportunity for Atma Moksha, for liberation of the soul for you, Taurus. So surrendering to God, like once you have done everything you can to make something happen, leave it to God, give it to God and let God do its thing. All right. And the situation will improve over time. Let God work its magic for you. So I see you connecting yourself to source, connecting yourself to the divine, connecting yourself to God and Goddess at a deeper and deeper level. Okay, so there we go. Those are the great blessings that Rahu and Ketu will be bringing to you, my beautiful Taurus. Those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, I suggest that you book a consultation with me today. Use the promo code in the description here below for 45% off on your consultations. You can use the promo code, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Taurus. So book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Taurus, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for Ketu and Rahu. And wow, Gemini, you are going to have a very powerful transformation here. We are having Rahu going into your 9th house, and we have Ketu going into your 3rd house. So I'm going to be super honest with you, Gemini. Rahu doesn't necessarily like to be in this house. Why? Because this is the house of Dharma. This is the house of religiosity. This is the house of principles. And who's here? The demon Rahu. So this aspect, I actually call this aspect from the streets to God's arms. I love that aspect. So Rahu here is going to entice you to not be principled. Rahu here doesn't want to follow religion, doesn't want to follow what Guru says, doesn't want to follow the principles of life, and it questions God, and it questions religion, and it questions Dharma. And this is where you need to be careful, my beautiful Gemini. Okay? This is where you're going to be careful. Gemini, you already are a little too witty for your own good. Let's say that. Because you are the original ruler of the 3rd house. And the 3rd house is the opposite of the principal house. So this is the house where really the ego gets developed in a way or another. And this is the house of the streets. This is the house of the gangsters of the streets. They're very skilled. They're very, very cunning. And they know how to get what they want, even if it's skipping the dharmic path of doing the right thing. So for you, Gemini, in this next upcoming 18 months, you are going to be tempted to go against religion. You might be a little tempted to kind of make up your own idea of and speculate on what religion is. So how do we not fall for this? Because you got to be cautious, because Rahu here, if you do too many bad things, you will get caught, and God will definitely, stop you. So Rahu here, the way we can channel this energy is that Rahu actually, we can lead him to learn more about the moral things of life, to go more towards religion, and to go more towards higher understanding and wisdom. So you have to channel this energy in the positive ways, because Rahu here can definitely give you massive expansion of self through principles, through timeless truth, and through listening to Guru. Okay? Listening to Guru, listening to the advice, and following the path, following the word of God. And it might be a little tempting where you just want to get out of that, or you want to do something else, or you want to see it from another point of view. And you got to be careful, because we can make offenses, and then that's when we get punished. So direct the energy of Rahu towards learning more about Shastra And this could even take you to learning more and maybe going back to school. Maybe you want to actually expand your wisdom, actually expand your knowledge. So for those of you who want to go back to school, who want to go to university, who want to maybe get that certification, get that diploma, Rahu here can help you with that. But you have to really initiate that, okay? Rahu also can help you to travel a lot. So that's also a really good thing here. Rahu wants you to get out of the local place. You're stuck in the city. You're stuck in this little town that you've been there for such a long time. Maybe you were born there and you haven't even seen the world. So you're going to get an itch to go and see the world, to go and see many different cultures, to go and see many different religions and cultures and ways of living. So this is an amazing time for you to travel to other countries, travel to other places, especially if you go on pilgrimages. Ooh, it's going to be so auspicious for you. Spiritual pilgrimages where you are, doing the austerity, the spiritual austerity of walking and going from temple to mosque, or to church. Like this could be something really beneficial for you. Now, Rahu here can also start giving you the energy of wanting to teach, okay? So either you want to learn going back to school, or maybe you want to start teaching. Maybe some of you guys want to start publishing some works. And there's also the ability to travel a lot, okay? It wants to expand. And then the traveling, this can bring you new citizenships, residencies, visas, if these are the things that you are looking for, my beautiful Gemini. Now, for Ketu in the third, this is a very interesting thing because I really feel like you're going to go through a purification. Remember what I said, you are the original ruler of the third house. The third house of communication, logic, lower mind, and skills and courage. So Ketu here is going to purify that. You're going to go through a sort of purification of your mindset. So if you've always had certain beliefs, or maybe you always lived a very anxious life, very restless life, very uneasy, or just your mind is always disturbed, Ketu here is going to help you to start subsiding all that noise in the head. Now, the thing here, though, is that you may start getting, your mind will start making up some really, really interesting ideas of like, hey, how about we make money in illegal ways? Or, hey, how about we do that thing that it's illegal? Be careful, my beautiful Gemini. Be careful. Right now, you have to outwit yourself because that little evil twin is going to come out in the third house and be like, come on, let's just do it. We can make a lot of money. And you have to watch out. You have to watch out that you don't go into that path of gangster path. Be careful. So keep yourself righteous. Now, Ketu here is also going to purify your mind, purify your ego, and it's also going to purify whatever is not allowing for you to be more courageous, okay? Your communication is also going to go through a transformation as well, where maybe this will be a fantastic time for you to maybe try to stop cursing so much. And this could bring you some massive spiritual transformations. Believe it or not, just cursing a lot. I mean, some of you guys may not be able to control it, but others of you, if you give yourselves like that task of controlling cursing, this could bring you some really, really auspicious energy. So let's go a little bit deeper into these things. What else do we have for Gemini? What is Rahu and Ketu going to be blessing Gemini with for this next upcoming 18 months? Rahu and Ketu for Gemini. And you are going to be blessed by Jagannath. Sri Jagannath. Oh, isn't he so cute? I love him. Okay, so we have here worldly power. Nice. You're also going to be blessed with the devotion to Krishna. If some of you guys can go to Jagannath Puri, definitely do it. That's the home of Sri Jagannath. Devotion to Krishna. And if you do this, wow, the advancements that you're going to have, Gemini, the expansion of self that you're going to have is going to be so fantastic. And one of the ways that you can start doing that, of course, is by chanting the Maha Mantra, which is one of the greatest remedies for Rahu and Ketu. And the mantra goes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This can definitely bring you lots of devotion and transformation into your life. Jagannath is also going to bring you freedom from this cycle of death and rebirth. Wow, especially, I mean, this is a moment, my beautiful Gemini, that if you do connect with God and divinity, you will see a miracle in your life. You will see a miracle in your life. Don't you want a miracle? And also it says perfection of the arts in the service of God. Wow, I love that. Because this is the house of skills. So you are going to make your skills very spiritual. And the more you offer your skills and dovetail them towards God, I mean, this is the greatest thing you can do with your human life. So many blessings are coming to you, my beautiful Gemini. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these things. Let's see what Rahu is going to be bringing Gemini. What is Rahu going to be bringing Gemini? What is Rahu going to be bringing Gemini during these next upcoming 18 months? And we have the opportunity to forgive. Okay, very nice. You're going to learn to forgive. You're going to learn to get into alignment with the principles and divinity. Forgiveness is very important. Forgiveness is so powerful. Forgiveness is a great liberation of the self and liberating others, and a purifier of karma. So you're going to have the ability to forgive. Rahu is going to help you with this. Also, is going to give you the energy of courage to go for it. To go for it, for your dreams. Go for that going back to school. Go for learning. Go for teaching. Go for that pilgrimage. Go for traveling. Go for changing residencies, maybe to another country. Go for it. And last but not least, ground yourself. Yes, there's going to be so much air energy. I mean, we got to remember Jupiter is in your sign, my beautiful Gemini. So the air energy is going to be so much that it might get you like flustered and too anxious. So grounding yourself is going to help you a lot. Ground yourself, keep yourself grounded, practice grounding, and that's going to help you to elevate, to ground this energy so that it just doesn't stay in the Vata state. Okay, now let's see, what is Ketu going to be bringing Gemini? What is Ketu going to be blessing Gemini with? And Ketu will be blessing you with play. So more playing, having more fun, getting out of the anxiety, coming back more into that lightness of mind that can help you play, and even play instruments. I have for some of you guys, if you guys ever wanted to learn an instrument, like this is the time. So playing something, playing instrument, that's going to be really good for you. Ketu is also going to bring you assertiveness. So whatever's blocking your courage, Ketu is going to purify that, and it's going to give you a lot of assertive energy. And last but not least, it's also going to bring a lot of healing to the heart chakra. So getting out of the headspace so that we can really come into that heart center energy. Okay, turning off the noise so that we can really listen to the heart. So connect a lot with your heart at this time, and try to bring all that mental chatter down into the heart to be transmuted. That's what Ketu is going to help you do at this time. Alrighty, my beautiful Gemini, those were your messages for this upcoming Rahu and Ketu transit. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message to your situation, then I suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have going on right now, using the promo code in the description here below to book your 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Gemini. So make sure you book one today in the description below. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your Rahu and Ketu horoscope. And wow, this is going to be a very powerful time for you. I mean, talking about massive transformation, massive transformation. Rahu is going to be transiting into your 8th house of death and rebirth, sex, the longevity of your marriage, intimacy, and all your secrets, your psyche, and all the things that are hidden from you, as well as other people's monies, other people's resources. While Ketu is going to be going into your 2nd house of money, values and family values and the way that you eat and your voice. This, I will be very honest with you, Rahu doesn't necessarily like to be in this house, but because it is in the sign of Aquarius, this could bring some good results. So Rahu in the 8th house, prepare for transformations. Prepare yourself, Cancer. I mean, it's happening whether you like it or not. So my best advice, my beautiful Cancer, is embrace the change, baby. You know that there's something that life is putting you against the wall and against the sword saying, time to change, Cancer, time to change, Cancer, time to change, Cancer, and it's going to happen. So here, the more you embrace change, and how can you embrace change? By embracing the transformation through either psychological transformation by getting the therapist or the counselor or getting astrological reading by me. This is a time of great change where life is throwing you into the unknown. And of course, this can make us uneasy because we're like, okay, what's going to happen? It's the unknown. But through the unknown and through walking with faith in the unknown, we are blessed with massive transformations in our lives. And you are ready for this, my beautiful Cancer. You are ready for this. Why? Because Rahu is going to throw a change, a 180-degree turn. By the end of this 18-month cycle, you will see that you're not going to be the same Cancer. You're not going to be the same Cancer anymore. So don't hold on to the comfortability. Don't hold on to what you know and what you think you should, stay in. Don't hold on to the comfort zone. Because even if you try to ignore these changes, and I don't want this to happen to you, my beautiful Cancer, Rahu may just throw a wrench into the machine and force a change in you. Now, this could be literally you win the lotto and it makes a huge change in your life, or there's an accident and it changes your life. God forbid, knock on wood, we don't want any of that. But I want to get you aware of this. You need to be aware of this. So during this time, you may feel a little bit more paranoid than usual. And you may want to have more security and create more security in your life. But the idea here is that you really walk with faith into the unknown and into these changes, okay? You can handle these changes. You are ready to handle these changes. Psychological changes, changes in your life. This can bring inheritances. This can bring massive transformations in your money life, especially when you're working other people's monies. Rahu here wants you to not just make your own money. Rahu here wants you to find investors, grants, loans. Of course, you need to be very careful to not fall into some sort of illusion. So make sure that you're triple checking, double checking, making everything that is clear, and that you're not abusing your power. Because the moment that you start abusing your power, that is when bad things are going to happen. So be very fair, very, very, very fair. But man, you have the ability right now to really increase your abundance through other people's monies, through collaborations, through putting the money together, through doing it together. So if you try to just make your money alone, you're going to feel limited. And you're going to feel like, oh, there's not enough money. Life is forcing you to open up. And this can feel a little uncomfortable. You may feel like, oh, but handling other people's monies, that's a lot of responsibility. As long as you do it with fairness and you don't abuse your power, you're going to be able to really advance. People working in the stock market, it could be a good time, but again, illusions. So you have to make sure, triple check your investments. Also, Rahu here wants you to use astrology. Yes. If you start following the horas, if you start following the nakshatras, if you start following the transits, Rahu is going to be very happy with you. So if you know that this is not the best time to do it because of the nakshatra or the hora, don't do it. And if you know that this day will be better to do it because of the energies, the nakshatra and the hora, then you can do it. But Rahu here really wants you to use astrology in your benefit, okay? Also great time to transform your psychology. If you're still going through obsessions, addictions, fears, traumas, PTSD, anything like this. Rahu here wants you to go into the darkness of that, fight your demons, and overcome them. Okay, so that is, and also tantra, especially sexual transformation, like transforming through sex, transforming through divine sexuality. And I'm not talking about like, go and have sex with random people. I will never, I'm not an advocate for that. I'm an advocate for marriage and sacred union. So to have a massive transformation of your psychology through sacred union and sacred sexuality can be something really powerful for you here as well. Watch out for secrets. Watch out for hiding things. Watch out for cheating. Watch out for doing any underhanded stuff. You will be found out. Now, with Ketu in the second house, this is going to transform the way that you eat. Okay, so if you've always eaten bad things, unhealthy things, Ketu here is going to help you to change that diet. Okay, you may even do better fasting around this time. If you do any fasting, this can give you lots of powerful spiritual Shakti, especially during the Ekadashis. This could be very, very good. Also, you're going to go through a little bit of detachment from your family, and you're going to learn more from strangers than your own family. So again, kind of getting you out of that comfort zone so that you can learn from others, learn from other people. And it's also going to balance out your values. So if your values have been very rigid to the point that you can't advance, you're going to go through a transformation of this. And also your physical, material, financial values may go through a transformation as well. I will say this is a better time to save money than anything else. Be more frugal at this time, because Ketu can really make you renounce all your money. We don't want that. So just be careful with that. Now, a good way to handle your money: donations. Donate money. Donate money to temples, to guru. These things will be something really, really good for you. And also, there's going to be a transformation in your finances as well. So that's why I say be more cautious, be more in the saving side, and don't try to splurge and throw the money as nothing, because it's going to slip through your fingers really, really fast. Okay. So now let's look a little bit deeper into these energies, my beautiful Cancer. Also, if there's been any blocks to your finances, Ketu is going to remove that as well. So let's see, what are the blessings that Cancer is going to experience with Rahu and Ketu in this next upcoming 18 months? And the blessings are going to be coming from Chandra Dev. This is literally your Lord. This is the god of the moon. So you're ruled by the moon. So your God is coming here to give you lots of blessings. And the first blessing is purification of the blood. Nice, nice. So getting rid of metals, detoxifying, getting rid of microplastics, all these things, great time. And also nourishment of the crops. Ooh, so your seeds that you have planted will start nourishing, will start growing. Okay, everything that you plant and that you're patient with will start growing for you. And also we have subduing mental ills and anxieties. Yes, so that is what's going to, like, you're going to become almost fearless by the end of this thing. It's like, I already fought all my demons. I already fought all my insecurities. I already got rid of them all. Also, Ketu will help you to get rid of these insecurities as well. Any insecurities around security and around finances. And also overcoming pessimism and madness. Very nice, very nice. If any of that darkness is stored in your psyche, you're going to subside all of this and you're going to transform it. Okay. Now let's look a little bit deeper. What is Rahu? What is Rahu going to be blessing Cancer with? What is Rahu going to be blessing Cancer with? What is Rahu going to be blessing Cancer with in the next upcoming 18 months? You're going to be blessed with surrendering obsessive thinking. Yep, that's what Rahu is going to start transforming in your psyche. If you're obsessing about an idea, a person, a situation, an addiction, any obsessive thoughts, this is a time to heal all of that, to heal that mental patterns and behaviors that we have. Also, surrendering the need to control other people. Ooh, I like this for you, Cancer. Water signs are really good manipulators. And I'm not saying it is a negative thing. Like it's just part of it. Like water is fluid. So we need to know how to manage that. And here, if you've been in the controlling energies, wanting to control others, wanting to, control others, life here is going to help you to stop that codependency, because it's ruining the relationships, it's ruining the intimacy, and to have more trust. Whatever is not letting you to trust, that is what's going to start coming for you. So you're releasing, controlling, and sabotaging those relationships, and you're releasing that, and you're going to become more effective by backing off, letting people be, and trusting. And you'll see that things will flow so much better for you. And surrendering fear. Wow, this is powerful, Cancer. I'm excited for you. So you're going to surrender fear. Like any fears that you have from past, from your psyche, from PTSD, traumas, or whatever, like Rahu here is going to literally scare away those inner demons. It's going to scare away that fear. Okay, so you're going to let go of these fearful stories you're telling yourself, and you're going to really overcome all that darkness and fearness. Wow, that's really cool, Cancer. Now let's see, what else do we have? What is Ketu bringing to Cancer during this upcoming 18 months? What is Ketu bringing Cancer for the next upcoming 18 months? And we have conscious consumer. Yes, you're going to become more conscious of what you consume, especially what you put in your mouth. What are you eating? What you're over consuming? Bad foods, no nutrients, and also what you spend your money on. Are you just a consumer that is, you're in TikTok and you're like, that one, I'm buying. And then you get the stuff and you're like, I don't even use any of these stuff. Like, you are going to become so much more of a conscious consumer. You're going to be like, no, do I really need this? Do I really need to buy that? Or is it just going to it's going to take more space? So if you've had issues with over shopping, over consuming, overeating, over consumption of media, consumption of scrolling, and whatever you consume with your senses, you're going to take control over that. That's exciting. That's good. That's good. Also, unlimited ideas. You're going to have a lot of ideas on how to make money. Ketu is going to bring you a lot of genius, enlightened aha moments of how to make money. So that's exciting. And also we have moonlighting. I like this for you, Cancer. Little by little, you're going to go through the transformation where you can keep your current job to pay the bills, but you can start working on your dream career at the same time. And eventually your dream career is going to take off. And that is a transformation that you're going to have little by little. So you don't have to do a massive, super intense, chaotic transformation and change. You can do it in a subtle way, but do start working on your dream career now, because it will eventually come your all, and you can let go of that job that you no longer want. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer, those were your messages for this upcoming Rahu and Ketu transit. I hope that they help. Remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have going on right now using my promo code. Book your 75-minute consultation where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Cancer. So book one today. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancers, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this Rahu and Ketu transit. And this is definitely going to be something so powerful because Ketu will be going into your sign. For you, my beautiful Leo, this is going to be a life-transforming transit. Of course, we have Ketu and Rahu in your Kendra houses. These Kendra houses are very, very important to the human, to the Jiva, which really kind of establish the foundation of the whole chart. So we have Rahu going into your 7th house of relationships and commitments and marriage, while Ketu is going into your sign. And this is a very, very revolutionary time for you. I mean, you will not be the same. after this 18 months, my beautiful Leo. And by the end, you will see the great purification that Ketu has brought to you, while at the same time, Rahu has brought you, as you transform the being, the self, the identity, the individual, your commitments and relationships will also go through a massive, massive transformation. So, Rahu in the sign of Aquarius will definitely be focusing you on relationships. It wants to pull you into relationships, commitments. It wants you to commit. It wants you to get married. Now, we do have to be careful because Rahu is also that illusionary energy. So if you're single, take your time to really know the person before you finally make final commitments. And I highly suggest that you get a reading by me. We find out, the compatibility that you have so that you can really make some very important choices and have more clarity, because Rahu will definitely create a sort of illusion like, oh my God, this is the person of my dreams. This is the perfect person I've always looked for. And yes, of course, Rahu can bring you that opportunity, but it could also trick you. So we have to be a little cautious. Do not jump the gun. Do not just go impulsively into it. Take your time and you will see that it's going to be better for you. But Rahu here is really trying to propel you towards a relationship, to propel you towards sharing yourself and getting a good relationship in your life. If you're currently in a relationship, Rahu here is going to show you the dirt of the relationship. Like, it's really like, if you've been in a toxic relationship for some time, Rahu here is going to make it so palpable, so like you can't ignore it anymore. So for those of you who are in a toxic relationship, Rahu here can definitely bring a massive end and get you into a new relationship. Those of you who are in a good relationship, Rahu here is really trying to get you to the next level of the relationship, getting married or really tying the knot or get to a more mature level in the relationship. And all of this is happening not just with love relationships, but it could also happen with business partnerships. Okay, so business partnerships will also be bringing to you the ability for you to make more clients, to create a business, but all of this deals with commitment. So you really are analyzing, what commitments are worth it for me? Are these commitments good for me? Is there some commitments that are draining me? Is there some commitments that are, taking away from my energy? Or maybe I'm in a commitment that I don't want to be in anymore. So Rahu here is really aligning your commitments and helping you to own into those commitments that are really beneficial for you. But it is all about others. It's not about you at this time. It's not about yourself. It is about others and how you relate with others. Now, with Ketu in your sign, get ready, my beautiful Leo. You're going to go through a beautiful spiritual transformation. This is an incredible time for you to really take your spirituality very seriously. Ketu here will bless you if you do any austerities, if you do any tapasya, if you do any sadhana. Ketu here will definitely bless you. But what is the best thing about Ketu transiting your sign is that in the next upcoming 18 months, you are going to go through a transformation of the self. So if you always thought that you were a rapper, that you were a rocker, or that you were, I don't know, whatever label that sometimes we put on ourselves, Ketu here is going to peel you like an onion and take away all those facades that you think you are. So there's definitely a purification of the false ego that happens here for you. So if you think you are your job, if you think you are, who you hang out with, or that you are, I am this, I am that, these are all illusions. Because in reality, who we are is spirit. That's who we really are, spirit, soul. We are not the body. We are not the titles of the body. We are not the titles of our job. We are more than that. So if you've lost yourself in the mix of what people want from you, of what society wants from you, if you lost yourself in the midst of trends, here Ketu is going to bring you a massive purification in all those aspects of yourself. So get ready. because you are going to go through a transformation. And to the point that after the 18 months, you might be like, whoa, who am I? I can't even recognize myself anymore. Don't get scared from this, my beautiful Leo. Trust it. Trust it. Trust it. This is making you more authentic, more of who you really are, a more authentic being. So don't try to hold on to this false identity. Don't try to hold on to this false self. Don't try to hold on to this front or facade that we give the world and everything. This is a time to really become extremely authentic and genuine, my beautiful Leo. So Ketu here will definitely bring transformations, and it's also going to help you to let go of any things in your body, like if you have extra weight, if you have too much of something in your body. Like, this is a good time to kind of release, renounce, get rid of the water weight, get rid of the toxins, get rid of the toxicity. So any sort of healing to your body could be so fantastic at this time. Ketu would definitely help you in purifying yourself. It's a great time to purify yourself. So get ready. There will be a transformation of you and who you are, while at the same time a massive transformation. As you transform the individual, your relationships will also go through a massive transformation. And that is very, very exciting for all my Leos. So definitely a great time for you, Leo. Now let's see what are some other messages that we have here for Leo. What are some other messages that we have for Leo when it comes to this Rahu and Ketu transit? What is Rahu and Ketu bringing Leo in the next upcoming 18 months? And you are going to be blessed with Varuna Dev. Varuna Dev is the god of the oceans, the god of the seas, and he will be blessing you with navigation of the seas. I see this to be the navigation of emotions too. Okay, water is also emotions, purification, and healing. So you're going to be able to navigate this purification very well, navigate the emotions and the feelings of relationships and the identity very, very well. You're also going to have success in fishing for a partner. Anyone? So you're definitely going to be successful at fishing a good partner, a good business partner in your life. Also, forgiveness for transgressions. So forgiveness for transgressions. So you will be forgiven and therefore liberated from any pains of the past or any labels, as I was mentioning. And last but not least, increase in love between man and woman. So yeah, relationships are looking really nice. It's going to flow. The emotions are going to flow and you're going to feel really good. For those of you who have been in a single period for a while, Rahu is going to transform that. So if you've been celibate for a while or single for a very long time, Rahu here is going to throw you into the pool of dating and getting to know people. Okay, so let's look a little bit more into these energies. What is Rahu? What is Rahu going to be bringing Leo during these next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu going to be bringing Leo in this next upcoming 18 months? And first is going to make you more attractive. You're going to become more attractive. You are going to become more authentic, and there's nothing more attractive than authenticity. You're going to learn to live in the moment, to be more content with yourself and your body and in this wonder. And when you have this, you will become more attractive. So people will be very attracted to you, very, very attracted to you. We're also going to have stay optimistic about your love life. So the more optimistic you are about your love life, the better results Rahu will give you. Now, I'm not saying, be in La La Land and think that everything's going to be peaches and cream, but be optimistic about your love life. It's about to go through a transformation. And if you are unclear about a partner and your compatibility, then have a reading with me and we can clarify all of that. And last but not least, this could be the one. So some of you guys are going to know the one, or some of you guys already know the one, but you are going to find the romantic partner you've been seeking. It's going to happen. And those of you who are already in a relationship, this is the romantic partner for you, unless you are in a very toxic, negative relationship. But you will find the one during this time. Now let's go a little bit deeper into what Ketu will be bringing you, my beautiful Leo. What is Ketu going to be bringing Leo for this next upcoming 18 months? And we have love is in the air. Oh my God, Leo. Cupid. You're going to fall in love with life. You're going to fall in love with somebody. You're going to fall in love with yourself. You're just going to romanticize all your life and you're just going to fall in love with all of it. That is so wonderful. Anything that has been blocking you from really having that love of life, Ketu will remove it. Also, cleanse and detox, that's what I was mentioning. This is a great time for you to get rid of all the toxins, the extra weight, the extra water weight, the microplastics, the whatever is that they're poisoning us with. This is a great time to detoxify and cleanse it out of your system, my beautiful Leo. And last but not least, release and surrender. Yes, you see, you will be releasing who you think you are and the concepts of who you think you should be, or the concepts of what makes you, like, you're just going to go through a massive transformation and you're going to release all this nonsense. And you're also going to learn to surrender your ego, surrender your false self. So you're going to go through a very beautiful purification of identity while at the same time bringing you massive relationships and love. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages for this upcoming transit. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have at this time using the promo code to book your 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like. So book one today, my beautiful Leo. Alrighty, Leo, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for the Rahu and Ketu transit. And man, do I have some good news for you. Ketu is finally leaving your sign after 18 months of massive purification that you've been going through. Massive transformations in your relationships and in your commitments. So you've already passed the tests. And I would like to know from you, my beautiful Virgo, do you really feel like you went through a massive transformation? Like, are you the same person that you were 18 months ago? I would love to know that from you. Let me know in the comments. But you just went through a massive identity purification of yourself. And you made it through. And now you are purified yourself from some false identity and false ego, and now you have come to a more real connection and authenticity with who you are. Now that Rahu is going to be going into your 6th house and Ketu is going to be going into your 12th house, this is actually a very good placement for Rahu and Ketu. Rahu likes to be in the 6th house because this is the house of the daily life. This is the house of enemies. This is the house of death. This is the house of illnesses. And this is the house of the hustle and that, survival mode in this world. So Rahu here loves it. Rahu here can conquer all your enemies, can conquer all your illnesses, can conquer all your debt. It wants to fight and it wants to grow and it wants to conquer. So Rahu here does very, very well for you. And Ketu is very spiritual and it now has entered into the house of transcendence. So it's going to become very spiritual for you as well. So first and foremost, Rahu will be bringing a massive change in your daily life. Okay, so get ready. Your routines will shift. How you've lived your life will shift. That's what Rahu wants you to do. Also, for example, you have certain habits that you always do, like let's say bad habits. You eat bad foods on a daily basis, or you don't work out on a daily basis, or you are consuming some sort of substance or intoxicant on a daily basis. Rahu here is saying time for transformation and change in all of that, in all of it. So this is the moment, my beautiful Virgo. If you really want to take advantage, the most advantage out of this aspect, follow a routine. Create a very amazing routine for yourself, a routine that you know will give you the successes that you need. Like, a routine where you can accomplish your book, work out, start eating well, like a whole lifestyle, amazing success. You know how those videos of like the perfect lifestyle, I wake up at 5 in the morning, I, put my face in ice water and I drink my celery juice and then I do yoga and then I do meditation and I do my journaling, like the perfect routine. If you follow something like that morning and night, you are going to take the most advantage out of this aspect, especially if you do it on a daily basis. So, amazing time for you to transform your health, amazing time for you to transform your lifestyle. So this could also bring you better work, better a better position, a better job, where now you're working on a daily basis in something that you really love and enjoy. So Rahu here will definitely help you with that. But the one thing I would also say, Virgo, is if you feel like there's something weird going on in your body, like a weird pain, a weird, health thing, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Like if you haven't gone to the doctor in a long time, this is the perfect moment for you to go to the doctor. Because Rahu here may start messing and creating sort of illusions around your health. Okay. So focus on health, focus on healthy living, focus on healthy lifestyle, focus on sattvic lifestyle. This could be something very, very beneficial for you. Also, watch out for taking too much debt. Rahu here may give you the illusion like, oh yeah, just sign the contract, just sign the loan. But then you may end up actually creating a lot of debt for yourself. So be very cautious with that. If during this time there's any conflicts, like somebody sues you or you take somebody to court or there's court issues or anything like this, you are going to win. Okay, Rahu here will make you win. But you cannot be afraid of conflict. You cannot shy away from fighting. This is a time where life, you got to go into the battlefield of life and fight. And if you fight, you will win. Now, because of this may cause a lot of anxiety and more restlessness and more burnout on a daily basis than usual. So it is extremely important to go into that Ketu energy. Know when to disconnect. Know when to meditate. Know when to turn off the phone and go into your isolation. Know and respect your sleeping patterns. Okay? Very, very important. If you want to be so active on the day and like totally kill it in the mornings and in the day and on a daily basis and just be that Chad and Chadette or whatever, this is the moment that you need to really balance it out with knowing when to rest, when to recuperate, and when to sleep. Using meditation, using isolation, and using any meditation practices, isolations and spiritual practices is going to be very, very beneficial for you. So as long as you get the hang of these two and bring a nice balance where you know when to work and you know when to rest, you are going to be doing really, really good with this. Some of you guys may get a new pet. Some of you guys, be careful with your pet going through anything at this time as well. Take them to the vet. And this is a time for service, Virgo. This is a time for you to really shine in service and to really, this is your normal house. This is the house that you originally rule. So this is the moment for you to shine in your routines, in your lifestyle, and in your daily practices and health. This is going to be very beneficial, and on the service that you give to others. Okay, so now let's see what are some of the blessings that Virgos are going to experience during this time. What is Virgo going to be blessed in the next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu and Ketu blessing Virgo with? And you will be blessed by Jamuna Devi. Look how beautiful she is. Jamuna Devi. So Jamuna will be blessing you with self-purification. Very nice. Full purification of body, mind, and emotions. Okay, your subconscious will get purified as well as your body will get purified. So, an amazing time for massive purification. Also, joy of the divine playfulness. So, you will also enjoy the playfulness on a daily basis, and the playfulness of your spirituality. Also, absorption in spiritual truths. Very nice. I mean, Ketu here is super powerful for you. So, your spiritual practices are going to be very powerful, and your intuition is going to be very powerful. Ketu here will definitely elevate you. And last but not least, attachment to God's personal form. Yes, God has a form, believe it or not. You know, when it says in the Bible, and God created us in his image. So you're going to tell me that God is a light? I have an image. You have an image. That means that God has an image. And when we actually connect to the image of God, we can create a more intimate relationship with God. When you're like, oh, the universe is bringing me this, the universe is so merciful. What universe? An empty space of abyss and darkness? How can you relate with something like that? How can you create a personal relationship with an empty space of nothingness? This is the reason why human beings connect with other personas that have a personality, an image, an identity, a form. Nobody's friends with a lamp. Nobody's friends with a light bulb of light. We're friends with others, and we create intimate relationships with other personas. So, some of you guys may start really connecting to the form of God, which is going to deepen your spirituality at such a high level. Is going to leave it from impersonal relationship. Nobody wants to have an impersonal relationship. Everybody wants to have a more personal relationship. So your relationship with God will go from impersonal to more personal, which will make you feel like God is really close to you, like really close to you, like your best friend. Now let's look a little bit deeper into these things. Let's see what Rahu is going to be bringing for you, my beautiful Virgo. What is Rahu going to be bringing Virgo during this next upcoming 18 months? And it's going to bring you dreams of abundance. Very interesting. Your dreams are very much connected here. Your dreams are going to give you clues. Your dreams are going to, even when you daydream on a daily basis, you're going to get these images. You're going to get these aha moments. You're going to get these visions, okay, in your dreams or dreaming in daily life. So write down your dreams because your subconscious is really on at this time. Also, cooperation instead of competition. Rahu's in Aquarius. It's all about groups. It's all about humanitarian causes. It's all about collective humanity. So cooperation instead of competition, my beautiful Virgo. Don't compete with others. Try to collaborate with others and really understand who's your enemy and who's not your enemy, and befriend your enemies. That's the only way to beat your enemies, by befriending them. So cooperation instead of competition is going to get you further at this time. And last but not least, ask for your needs to be met. So Rahu wants you to use your voice. Rahu wants you to use that mercurial energy that is within you that communicates and expresses. So don't think that people are going to read your mind. You're going to have to ask for what you want. You want a higher position? You want a better lifestyle? You want better hours? You want to leave early? You want to work from home? Whatever it is that you need to have a healthier lifestyle, this is the moment to ask for it. And Rahu will help you. And now let's see what Ketu is bringing for you, my beautiful Virgo. What is Ketu bringing for Virgo during this next upcoming 18 months? And surrender to non-action. You see, you're going to know, you're going to have to be very agile and knowing when you need to be active and take action and when you need to be still and not do anything. So if you get this dance right, you're going to get the most out of this aspect. But you're going to learn when to not take action. You're going to learn when to just bring your energy to you and let others just come to you. You're going to learn how to do this. Also, Ketu will be bringing you surrendering to joy. So whatever in your subconscious that hasn't allowed for you to be more joyful, to be more happy, this will be transformed and you will find more joy and happiness. The more joyful changes you create in your life, the more joy you will feel. And the more joy you embrace the changes, the more happiness you will also feel. And last but not least, surrender to prayer, Virgo. This is the time. Pray, baby, pray. When you're feeling weak, don't forget to pray. And then it would be easy as a breeze. Everything that you do will be easy as a breeze because God will provide you with everything that you need. I just took that from the lyrics of Kali Uchis in her new album. Really good. But definitely, this is an amazing time for surrendering to prayer. So use the power of prayer. This is the ultimate OG secret, OG manifesting tool from millennials of using the power of prayer. Using the power of prayer, and you will be heard throughout the whole universe, and you will see that your prayers will come true. Okay, so very powerful time for you, Virgo. I'm very excited. This is going to be a very wonderful transit for you. Definitely be grateful for it. Okay, and remember, these are just general readings. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now, 45% off using the promo code to book your 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Virgo. So make sure you book one today. Alrighty, Virgo, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope of Rahu and Ketu. And this is going to be a very powerful time for you, where Rahu is going to be going into your 5th house, while Ketu will be going into your 11th house. This is a time for you to really assert your passions and your hobbies. Okay, Rahu here wants you to stop depending so much on others and to really start shining your own light. We can shine our light through our creative expression, through our romantic expression, and through the use of our intelligence. Rahu here wants you to become more intelligent, wants you to show off that intelligence. This is like peacock energy. Time for you to shine and time for people to see you shine. Those of you that are content creators or that are in stage some way, somehow, or in front of others, Rahu here is definitely going to make you really shine your talents through. So this is the moment for your creative juices to flow. This is the moment for you to really will some sort of creative project forward, or will some sort of creative business, like where you're using your creativity. It requires a lot of intelligence to be creative, okay? So creativity doesn't just lie in painting and music, but it also lies in our ability to think outside the box and to create things. It could be creating a business, creating a baby, creating a project. So Rahu here is taking you into that energy of creativity. It wants you to get passionate about your creative expression, and it wants you to get passionate about creating something in the world. Some of you guys may actually even create a baby. If you are currently a parent, Rahu here it wants you to focus on your kids. It wants you to focus on your relationship with them. It wants you to focus on them. But Rahu may bring a little bit of disturbance here. Remember, it's still a little bit of a demon energy. So try not to put too much pressure into your kids. Yes, you are very focused, but be patient with their growth. And also, this is a great time for you to get back into your creative pursuits. If you've always had a creative project that you wanted to bring out or start that business, this is a great time to do it. This is a great time to will something into existence. This is the moment to use your will into existence and to will it. And you will see that you will make ripples. You will see that you will make waves. You will see that it would be very powerful for you. Also, this could be a great time for speculative business in the stock market, but you can fall for illusions. So make sure that you're triple checking, double checking, and doing your good research in order for you to do well with this and more conservative investments. Also, Rahu here wants you to get back into your creative juices. And Libra, you are very creative. You are ruled by Venus. There's something very creative about you. So life is focusing you into creativity. Life is focusing you into children. Life is focusing you into romances as well. Okay. To bring a spark back into your life, to bring that fire back into your life. So Rahu is definitely focusing on that. Watch out for pride, watch out for arrogance, watch out for being self-centered and cocky. Okay, that's the only things that here may end up going against you. But as long as you stay humble, oof, you can shine very bright, and you will be applauded for sure. So a time to not be shy, and a time to get rid of your inhibitions, and a time for you to really just showcase what you got, baby. Now, Ketu in the 11th house will be purifying your friendships. So this might be a time where you feel a little bit disconnected from friends. Maybe some friends may fall through. Maybe you renounce some friends that you've had relationships with for quite some time. This is also maybe a time where you're renouncing a community, renouncing a group of people, renouncing being part of some sort of group. So that could also happen. Or you may get yourself involved into more spiritual groups, spiritual communities, and spiritual friends. Like you kind of want these things. Also, if there's been problems with you with socializing, which I kind of doubt it, Libra, you're very good at socializing. But Ketu here is going to help you to stop attracting people that just leech on you, that just kind of take your energy. And it's going to bring you people that are going to elevate you, especially spiritually. So Ketu here will definitely bring that cleaning of your friends and in any sort of social anxiety. If some of you guys may have any social anxiety or social, yeah, like anxieties or fears or phobias, here this is also going to get transmuted for you. So yeah, taking you away a little bit from the collective and into more of your passions, okay, into more of your own passion and assertiveness. Now watch out for over sense enjoyment. That's what I would just say. Watch out for, you know, being too much about sense enjoyment, where it's like the party, the party, the party, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. Rahu here may lead you into a dark path of having fun, but it's not that fun. You're just kind of like overly, yeah, you know, too much drugs, too much alcohol, too much party can eventually become something bad. So watch out for that with Rahu. Okay. So major focus on children though, and major focus on the creative child that is within you. So a lot of inner child healing can happen as well through creative projects. Alrighty, so let's see what are some of the blessings that Libra will be experiencing during this Rahu and Ketu period. What is Rahu and Ketu blessing Libra with in the next upcoming 18 months? And you're going to be getting the blessings from Kalki. Amazing. This is the destroyer of the Iron Age, destroyer of the Kali Yuga age. Okay, so here Kalki will give you the strength in adversity, also overcoming arguments, very nice, and determination in combating evil. Good, I like this. You're not going to fall for evil so much. You're going to be able to fight against it. And escaping the negative influence of Age of Kali. If you don't know about the Age of Kali, go check out my video in my channel for the Age of Kali so that you can understand what we're talking about. But the Age of Kali is the age of hypocrisy, darkness, and ignorance, and lies and quarrels. So we are currently in this age. That's the reason when you turn on the TV, you're just like, what the hell is going on with human beings? Like, what is wrong with them? Well, it's because we're in the age of Kali, baby. That's why we are very, very ignorant at this time. Our spiritual wisdom is very minimum. So here, you will be able to overcome these negative tendencies of the age of Kali. You will be able to overcome any quarrels or any fights or any hypocrisies. So I like this for you. I don't see you falling so much for the sense enjoyment that just gets you deeper and deeper and deeper into trouble. I mean, look what happened to P. Diddy. It's not good. So let's go a little bit deeper into these things. Let's see what Rahu is going to be blessing you with. What is Rahu going to be blessing Libra with? What is Rahu going to be blessing Libra with? Okay, so for those Libras who are single, this could be a great time for you to really find an amazing partner, amazing romantic partner in your life, okay? And when you start meeting new people, like potential partners, get to know them deeply, okay? Don't jump the gun. Don't go immediately into the bed. Don't go immediately into opening your legs. No. Get to know them. Make a friendship. Establish a good friendship with them before you tie the knot. So, and if you're new, if you already have a relationship and a romantic relationship, the time has come for you guys to create a friendship, like open up to each other a little bit more. Reveal your innermost selves to each other so that your bond can deepen. So this is trying to deepen your intimacy through getting to know each other at a deeper level. Also, romantic feelings, baby. Romance is in the air, baby. In the air. Such a romantic time. And you know, it takes a lot of creativity to make somebody fall in love with you. Like, for example, when you start getting to know somebody, you're like, oh, what should I do? Should I bring them flowers? Or maybe write a little letter for them? Or I'll make them a meal. All these things require creativity, baby. All of them. So you are really going to enhance your creative energy. Romantic feelings are going to become stronger. And the feelings that you're feeling are real and they're worth exploring. And last but not least, if you really want to be successful in your romantic life, love yourself first, my beautiful Libra. This is like the ultimate test for you. Stop putting people before you. Stop putting others before you. Learn to love yourself first. The more self-respect you have, the more attractive you are. Like what I just mentioned. Jumping into bed immediately and opening your legs immediately is not self-respect. And yeah, it could be fun for, I don't know, the hours that you're there, but then it fizzles out. So get to know the person. Show them that you respect yourself. Show them that you have self-respect for yourself, and believe it or not, that is going to make you more and more attractive. Okay, so a lot of self-love for this upcoming time. Now let's see, what are the other messages that we have for my beautiful Libras? What is Ketu bringing for Libra? What is Ketu bringing to Libra during this next upcoming 18 months? Okay, breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air in your groups and associations, in your friendships, new communities, new networks. And it's also going to kind of bring a breath of fresh air into your love life and romances, okay? Into your life, especially if you've been feeling like your life has been a little stale or boring or is the same thing all the time. You're going to get a breath of fresh air into your life, which is nice. Also, Ketu wants you to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about your dreams and aspirations. Be honest with yourself about your relationships and collaborations and friendships that you have. And be honest with yourself about what it is that you truly want. So if you've been too influenced by the collective, influenced by others, life here is trying to help you to become more honest with yourself. And last but not least, a new partner is bringing a new partner into your life, Libra. So if you are single, there's definitely new partners coming into your life. If you are not single, your partner and your love life will be renewed. And it's going to feel like a new partner. It's going to feel like a new breath of fresh air into your relationship. So a new relationship, a renewal of your relationship, that it almost feels like you are with a new partner. Okay. So those were your messages, my beautiful Libra. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Book your consultation for 45% off using the promo code in the description here below. When you book a 75-minute session with me where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. So book one today. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this Rahu and Ketu. And get ready, because Rahu and Ketu transiting into Leo and Aquarius will be bringing a massive personal transformation to you. We are having Rahu and Ketu in the Kendra houses, which means that this is definitely going to be transforming the basis of your life, the stability of your life. So, first and foremost, we have Rahu in your fourth house of the home, family, property, inner happiness, contentment, cars and conveniences, and home life. While we have Ketu in your house of career and your house of profession and ambitions and status. So, this is going to be a very interesting thing. First and foremost, with Rahu in the fourth house, I see that you are not going to feel, you're going to start feeling kind of uneasy in your home life. Rahu wants you to get a bigger home, a bigger car, a new home, to make it bigger, to make it grander. Maybe some of you guys even thinking of leaving your home country. Like the home is making you uneasy. There's something about your home that is making you uncomfortable, that you kind of want to transform it. You kind of want to make it either renovate it, get a better place, get a bigger house, you know, buy a property. If you were to flip a property right now, that would be very, very good for you. Like if you wanted to get a place that it's kind of that needs work, you buy it, you flip it, and then you get more money. Rahu would definitely help you with that. Rahu can get you a new car while it's here, but Rahu, it's going into the house of happiness. So something is disturbing your contentment. Something is disturbing your happiness. So that's the reason why you feel uncomfortable in your comfort zone. And this could be something good because finally you decide to kind of get out of that comfort zone. Rahu here is trying to help you get out of this comfort zone and expand your comfort zone. You know how they say that you're not necessarily leaving your comfort zone, you're just expanding your comfort zone. This is something that Rahu wants you to do at this time. So Rahu can definitely get you to move or renovate or change homes, buy a new place, buy a new car. Rahu here is also wanting you to focus more on the home sector. So for those of you who can work from home, you're going to do really, really, really good. If you have an office in your house, fix it, make it nice, keep it super clean, keep it super tidy, and you will see that there's going to be lots of advancements in your career. Okay, but Rahu wants you in the home. As long as you're in the house, working from home, your career will do very, very good. That's for some, if you can do that. If you cannot do that, it might be a little bit more difficult. But Rahu wants you to set up an office in your house, and it wants you to work from home, and it wants you to be home. It wants you to also deepen your roots. Deepen your roots, deepen your connection to your roots, to your family. So life is kind of taking you away from the work area to kind of work more on your emotional contentment, emotional stability. So this is a time to feel, baby. Feel, baby. Cry if you need to cry. Like, do it. But this is the moment to like feel your heart and expand your heart. It wants you to expand. Don't let it get hardened, because Rahu may start hardening the heart. So don't let it get hard. We want to soften that heart. Rahu here wants you to also focus on your family. Watch out. Your mom may need more of your help at this time. Your chart is affecting your mother. So your mom may be going through a little bit of a difficult time. Your mom may be going through a little bit of a hard time, and you may need to be there for her. You may need to be there for your family. You may need to be there for them. It might be uncomfortable, but if you do this, you will deepen your connection with your roots and your emotional contentment by the end of this. So Rahu is definitely taking you into all that, and into your feels. Okay. Now Ketu in the house of career, this could be something really good, actually. Ketu is the one known to give things massive and big and fast. So if you make some good career moves, Ketu might just boost your status very fast, very, very fast. Those of you who maybe are not in true alignment with your purpose in life, Ketu may just help you renounce that situation. People who are going through retirement, is actually a great time to retire with Ketu here. So Ketu wants you to release and renounce a false status or a false profession or a false purpose in life. And it wants you to really get into alignment with something so much more authentic to you. So this is the time to not stay in that job that you hate, because Ketu will get you out of it fast. This is not the time for you to stay in a job situation that you're bored with, that you're already annoyed with, that you're already like, is this really what I'm supposed to do? I don't even know. So you're going to become somewhat disconnected from what you think you should be doing, or what you think is going to make you famous, or give you that status, or give you that position. You're going to become more detached from those ambitious, so that you can actually get into alignment with your true divine calling. And when you get in alignment with that true divine calling, working from home, Ketu can really give you massive wins fast, fast. So it's going to be a changing thing here for you, where most probably you would be changing your home residency, which will also change your career, or your career is going to go through a transformation that helps you change your current home life. So massive transformations are happening for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Trust it. Trust the changes that are happening for you right now. And if you've always wanted to make some deep, powerful changes in your status, career, or profession, this is a great time to do it. This is a great time to do it. For those of you who are in a spiritual career of some sort, using healing or spirituality, this is actually a great time for you to shine in your career as well. So let's look a little bit deeper into these things. Some of you guys may also expand your family. Some of you guys are maybe ready to really create home and family. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is the message for my beautiful Scorpios? So what are the blessings that Scorpio is going to experience with this Rahu and Ketu transit in the next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu and Ketu bringing Scorpio in the next upcoming 18 months? And you have blessings from Nrsimha Dev. Oh, I love this one. God, I love Nrsimha Dev Ki Jai. Yes, Nrsimha Dev is here to bless your life. And Nrsimha is bringing you protection from evil forces. Yes, Nrsimha Dev is the grand protector of all the devotees of God. So when you pray to Nrsimha Dev, it will take away all fears, it will take away all obstacles, it will take away all the things that are obstructing you and evil forces. So it's going to protect you from evil forces. Nrsimha Dev is also giving you the ability to see God everywhere and in all things. That's so beautiful. So you're going to connect at a deeper level. And, that is the true devotee of God, the one that can see God who is in everything. So you're going to start having that eyesight, and it's going to bring compassion and humility into your heart. Also, skillful sublimation of one's anger when it is not needed. So you're going to learn how to use your anger in the correct ways and when it's necessary. So that's also going to be something very good. And strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. Whoa. I mean, talk about a massive revolution. You are no longer, you're going to see, you're going to be like, I am not part of the demon clan. I am not going to be part of the evil forces, and I am not going to feed into their game. Some of you guys may even, in a way or another, expose these evil forces, and you will be protected. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, like, don't be afraid to expose these evil forces, because you will be protected. You are so protected by Nrsimha Dev. Actually, if you do the Nrsimha prayers on a daily basis, you will be so strong, so powerful. So definitely check those out and recite them on a daily basis, and Nrsimha Dev will be protecting you all the time. But this is a moment where you're really going to choose the path of God, and you're going to stand up against those evil forces. You're going to stand up against those evilness, which is great. I'm so excited for you. Now, let's see, what else do we have? What is Rahu bringing Scorpio for this next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu blessing Scorpio with in this next upcoming 18 months for Rahu in Scorpio? Okay. And it's going to release your beliefs around scarcity. So if you've been feeling scarce, if you've been feeling like my house is too small, my car is too old, my everything is kind of broken and everything is kind of old, like, or maybe I lack love, I lack mentality, I lack abundance, some lack, some emotional lack, that maybe you've been covering up with work and status and things. You are going to release all of this, and you're truly going to find contentment and true happiness, where you're going to be like, okay, these are the things that make me happy and that really matter in life. Also, you're going to surrender to God. Wow, very powerful energies. Surrender to God. You're going to surrender to God. So once you have done everything to make and achieve a goal, leave it to God. Give it to God and let God do its magic for you. So I do see you getting more connected to the divine as well. And last but not least, surrender to miracles, my beautiful Scorpio. Wow, I have a feeling you're going to be having a very powerful miracle happen. Like, even if right now you're like, I don't have the money to move. Like, where am I going to go? Yes, I wish I had a bigger car. Yes, I wish I had a bigger house. But how am I going to do that? Miracles, baby. Miracles, miracles, miracles. Because in reality, everything that you have in life, even your body, is an act of mercy of God. Like, if it wasn't for the mercy of God, we wouldn't have all the things that we have. So believe in the mercy. Believe it. Know that you are experiencing mercy every single day. And then you're going to see miracles around you all the time. It's going to be very wonderful. Now, let's see what Ketu's bringing into your career. What is Ketu blessing Scorpio with? What is Ketu blessing Scorpio with? Partnerships. This is a moment for you to come together in partnerships. This is actually going to help your career, either with your spouse or with business partners, but partnerships will keep you strong in your career. Okay, you don't have to do it alone. We also have savings. This is the moment for you to save your money, saving your money for the future. This is very important. So make sure you are saving your money. Don't splurge, don't waste, don't spend your savings. Like, stay very, very protective of your savings. And last but not least, the power of prayer. Yes, through prayer in connection to God is how you're going to have this massive transformation in your career. So connect to the power of God, connect to the power of prayer. Through prayer and everything that you do when it comes to your status, career, work, or purpose in life, bless yourself by praying first and then going into it. And you're going to see that God is really protecting you and elevating you and helping you rise. So the power of prayer is going to be very, very important. We have the most spiritual planet in your house of career. So the more spiritual practices you do, the more your career will start elevating. Okay? So those were your messages, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Using the promo code in the description here below, you can book a 75-minute session for 45% off. In this session, we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Scorpio. So book one today. Alrighty, Scorpio, those were your messages. I hope that they helped. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Hello, my beautiful Saggies. Alrighty, Saggies. So are you ready for your Rahu and Ketu horoscope? And man, do I have some really good news for you, because Rahu is going to be going into one of his favorite houses, the third house. And Ketu is going to be going into one of his favorite houses, the ninth house. This is one of the favorite axes of Rahu and Ketu. So get ready, because you are definitely going to have massive blessings coming to you, Saggy. And the blessings are coming because you are becoming fearless. Rahu, when it goes into the house of courage, it makes us fearless. Now here, the one thing that could happen though, is that Rahu is now affecting your mindset. So you have to be very cautious of not going into negative thinking, negative ways of, like, don't go into the dark hole of mentality. Be careful. This is the illusion. The illusion is that there's going to be a lot of thoughts that are going to be illusions. Like, even if you're thinking that that's that or that's this, or like, it question your thoughts. Don't believe every single thought that comes up in your head, and stay very positive. This is the key. You got to stay very positive, very, very positive at this time, so that Rahu can really take your skills to the next level. This is the moment where you can become a self-made person, Saggy, okay? Through your own efforts, through your own skills, through your own courage and fearlessness, you will make waves. If you are currently working in any media of communications, through internet, through marketing, through, I mean, pretty much everything in the world right now is through communications. So if you have a job like this is an amazing time. You will take it to the next level. If you always wanted to write that book, boom, Rahu's going to help you finish that book. If you always wanted to do something with your hands, like, I want to do that painting, I want to do that book, I want to learn this skill, I want to learn how to play an instrument, I want to learn how to play the piano, like anything like this is an incredible time for you to put that effort, my beautiful Saggy. You put the effort, you will see massive results. So this is an incredible time, but it's only going to come through your efforts, my beautiful Saggy. If you stay sitting in the laurels just waiting to see if it's just going to come down from the heavens, go out there, interact with the world, ask questions, learn things, get those teachers, learn that skill, take chances, put a lot of effort, study, and you're going to see Rahu's going to give you lots of blessings at this time. If you always wanted to be an entrepreneur, if you always wanted to do a startup, this is the moment to do it, my beautiful Saggy. So shine, baby, shine. And if you already are these things, if you already are an entrepreneur, if you already are, a self-made person, like, this is just going to take it to the next level for you, my beautiful Rahu. Now, one thing that could cause is that there could be a little bit of disturbances with your siblings too. And working with your siblings can actually benefit you. So if you're thinking of working with brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, like, this is actually a great time to do that. Your siblings would definitely benefit you at this time. So don't think you have to do it all alone. Now, with Ketu in the ninth house, this is a fantastic placement for Ketu. Ketu loves being in the ninth house because it's the house of Dharma. And Ketu is a very spiritual sign. So here, life is helping you to release any misconceptions around Dharma, or speculations. That's really what it is. Speculations of what you think the truth is, or speculations of what you think it's the right thing or what God wants. You're going to release these speculations. And you will be able to most probably even find a guru or a teacher that actually gets you to the core of the wisdom. Wisdom is just naturally going to pour into you. This might be your old soul era, where you're just like this old soul that just has this wisdom coming to you. Use this wisdom to bring a message. Use these principles to bring a message. That's what it wants you to do. You are right now, in the next upcoming 18 months, the messenger who has something really, really good to bring into the world. So as long as you stay righteous, doing the right thing, you could do very, very well. And I have a feeling you naturally going to gravitate towards this. If you've always been a little bit of a bad boy, bad girl, Ketu here is going to kind of release you from that thing and make you more righteous, elevate you to a higher version of yourself. This could also take you to travels, which you love already, Saggy. You love to travel. You love to move around. So definitely travels can bring into your life, going back to school, learning, teaching, publishing. All these things will be fantastic for you. But it all comes from the faith. So all the efforts that you put, let them be fueled by the faith that you have within, because that's what Ketu is bringing to you, is this massive faith. And yes, faith in yourself, faith in God, faith in your path, faith in your destiny, and all the good things that can happen in your life. Now let's look a little bit deeper into it. Let's see what are some other messages that Saggy has. What is Rahu and Ketu blessing Sagittarius with? What is Rahu and Ketu blessing Sagittarius with? And you are being blessed by Ganesh. Wow, Ganesh. So Ganesh is blessing you with removing of obstacles. Yes, the obstacles are going to be removed, which is going to be very nice. You're also going to have peace and prosperity. Wonderful. Also, physical and mental powers. Yes, your mental powers are going to be strong, baby. That's why I say that this is a great time for you to bring that massive message to the world, because you have the power to be heard. You have the power to influence. You have the power to literally sell anything. Okay? Rahu here will sell you what is something ridiculous to sell? It will sell you air and you will buy it, you know. So Rahu here will make you very influential. Also, physical and mental powers and success in initiating new ventures. Very good, Saji. This is the moment for you to really go for that. Go for that independent route. Go for, putting the effort of making your own name, your own brand, your own startup. Is a great time to do it. Ganesh is going to be here to help you. Okay, now let's look a little bit deeper into it. What is Rahu going to be bringing Saji? What is Rahu going to be bringing Saji in the next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu bringing Saji? So it's bringing you release and surrender. So you are going to release what no longer serves you, any mental misconceptions, mental perceptions that are not good for you. You're going to release all of these things, release fears, especially if you've been a little bit fearful of getting out of your comfort zone and you need more courage. It's going to be releasing all of that. Also, Rahu is going to give you the power of asking. This is why I mentioned the communication is so important at this time, Sagittarius. What you're asking for will be given to you. How you use your words will be given to you. Rahu here makes you a little bit of a potty mouth, so be careful with that. Try to control how much you curse, because this could also be bringing negative energies to yourself or others. So control your tongue and ask for your needs to be met. Ask for what it is that you want, and you're going to see that people are going to buy it. People are going to be influenced by it. People are going to give you what you want. And last but not least, Cupid. Okay, love is in the air. Jupiter is transiting your 7th house. So it seems like love is starting to come into your life as well, or you're just going to romanticize your life even more. But there's definitely romance coming here for you. And I know that I've heard some Saggies here in my channel that are like, I don't really want romance. I mean, it's typical Saggies. Saggies are hyper independent. They don't I never let a man pull me down. You don't got that vibe. But I still feel like you're gonna fall in love. And it might not just be falling in love with somebody, but you're gonna fall in love with your life. You're gonna fall in love with yourself. You're gonna fall in love with someone. Your life is gonna become romanticized. Okay, so there's gonna be more love to see in your life. Okay, but definitely lots of advancements in your career, especially if you use marketing. Whoo, it's gonna get really good. Now let's see what are the other messages. What is Ketu bringing Saji? What is Ketu bringing Saji in this next upcoming 18 months? What is Ketu bringing Saji in the next upcoming 18 months? You're going to balance out the giving and receiving in your life. Okay, so it's going to bring balance. If you've been taking too much or if you've been giving too much, is going to be fair with you. So if you have been giving too much, life is finally going to give you back. If you've been taking too much, life is going to teach you to give more. So there's going to be a balance in the give and take. Also, relationships. Again, we have relationships. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Saji. I know you don't want love, but love is knocking on the door. I don't know what to tell you. And it might not just be a love relationship, it can be a business relationship too. So your benefit is coming from relationships. It really is. I'm sorry. And Jupiter being in your 7th house, if you decide to do it all alone and isolate yourself, you're going to like really block your ability to really expand. So don't be afraid of uniting, because relationships are here to bless you. Jupiter is going to bless your relationships and bring you the right people in your life. So open up to relationships. And especially because Rahu's in Aquarius too. So another relationship sign, another energy of coming together with others. So don't isolate. It's the time for you to open up yourself towards others, because those relationships will be bringing many blessings. And last but not least, energy work. You're going to transmute your energies. So if you're vibrating at a lower, fearful, guilty, shameful, closed off, if your heart is too hardened, this is a time where life is going to change your energy, elevate your energy. Doing Reiki at this time can be fantastic. Even prayer, connecting to the divine will change your energy, will change your fields. Using music, sound healing, as well as essential oils to change the vibrations of your energies. But energy work is very, very important at this time, into transmuting your identity and yourself and your vibe, and to really create that amazing vibe that is so welcoming, so loving, and so encompassing of love. So energy work is going to be very, very good. Alrighty, my beautiful Sagittariuses, those were your messages for this upcoming transit of Rahu and Ketu. I hope that it helped you. And remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Using the promo code in the description here below, you can get 45% off on a 75-minute consultation where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Saggies. So book one today in the description below. Alrighty, Sagittarius, those were your messages. I hope that they helped. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, my beautiful Cappies. This is going to be your horoscope for this upcoming Rahu in Aquarius and Ketu in Leo transit for the next upcoming 18 months. Rahu is going to be going into your second house of money, values, principles, physical values, inner values, and also your house of consuming food, and your voice. So Rahu here actually does pretty good, to be honest. It's a good placement. Okay, Rahu likes to be in this house because this is the house of money, baby. This is the house where we make money, where we really can get all those stuff and all those securities and buy all those things. And so Rahu here, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, Rahu is really ready to make money, baby. Rahu wants a bigger paycheck. It wants you to have a bigger paycheck. It wants you to make more money. It wants you to expand your abundance, your prosperity. It wants you to be confident enough to believe in your skills, to believe in the value that you truly are, and that value gets reflected in your bank account. Also, Rahu here, the one thing that I would say you need to be careful with is that Rahu here may make you a little bit of an obsessive eater. Okay, Rahu is a decapitated head with no stomach. So it eats and eats and eats and eats, and it never gets full. So be careful with too much consumption, too much, like consuming. And not just food consumption, but all types of consumption. Too much eating, too much binge watching, too much anything where you're excessively consuming too much of it. You may be a little bit attracted to the bad foods that are not good for you. So be careful with that. Try to keep your eating as clean as possible. I would even say if you go vegetarian during this time will be the greatest thing you can do, because that's the only way to control Rahu. Rahu subsides when you become vegetarian. Rahu becomes more cray-cray when you eat meat. It becomes more uncontrollable. It becomes more incessant. So if you want to, not fall for any eating issues, I think becoming a vegetarian could be something really good. It's a remedy for the negative inauspiciousness of Rahu is becoming vegetarian. Now, the good thing is that there's definitely finances expanding. Rahu wants you to make more money. Rahu is going to give you more power to create your own money, to make your own abundance. And Rahu is also going to give you the power of the voice. So at this time, whatever thing that you say, you're going to be very influential. People are going to listen to you. They're going to want to listen to you. They're going to be like, ooh, that voice of Capricorn is just so captivating. So, because you're creating that illusion with your voice. And so you're attracting like a siren. You're attracting those people, and people are really, really listening to you. So, whatever it is that you speak at this time, or what you express yourself or use your voice for, people will be listening to you, Capricorn. They are going to be very quite influenced by you. And this is a time where maybe either your savings become bigger or you buy something big. Like maybe some of you guys buy assets, buy land, buy gold, buy assets. And these assets will bring value. It will bring your value up in your life. So a lot of possibilities for money. Now, the other thing that I want you to watch out for is that Rahu also becomes an incessant consumer, not just of food, but impulsive spending. So you're going to make a lot of money, but at the same time, you're going to want to spend it all. So be careful with this, my beautiful Capricorn. Really try to budget yourself, because Rahu here will make you, will make a hole in your pocket, because it just wants more and more and more and more and more and more and more. So really ask yourself before you buy that, do I need that or do I want that? Because if it's just a want, it might just be a waste of time. So really be cautious with how much you're spending your money and where you're putting your money. Okay. Your voice is going to become stronger. Singing can be something that really elevates you. And also life wants you to get in balance with your values. Okay. So, what are your values? What do you value in life? Do a test online where it's like, what are my top 5 values? And that you live your life through your values. This is going to help you to advance even more. Okay. Time to create boundaries, time to create consistency, time to create stubbornness for a goal to achieve. And if you do this, there's going to be a lot of possibilities for finances and abundance to really come into your life. So, cha-chain, baby. And then we have Ketu in the 8th house. This is a good placement. Ketu likes being in the 8th house because the 8th house is that house of intense transformation, psychological transformation of the unknown, death and rebirth of our ego. And so here, Ketu is going to really heal your psychology. So if you suffer from anxiety, depression, fears, phobias, PTSD, anything of a mental illness, Ketu here is going to help you to release that. Ketu is going to heal those parts of you. But especially if you decide to take action on it, like getting therapy, getting a counselor, like doing these therapies can really help you in releasing those inner fears. Ketu here is going to help you to release the inner fears, and it's going to make you so psychologically strong and tenacious. You are no longer going to be behaving in ways that are debilitating you and taking away your power. Ketu here wants you to get rid of all those things that are taking away your power. And Ketu wants you to claim your power back and take it for yourself and to feel powerful. And not to feel powerful because you want to overcome others, but to feel powerful because it is your life force. You are a part and parcel of God. So there's a lot of power in that, and that you're not afraid of your power. This is also going to heal you from any traumas, heal your sexuality. Okay, Capricorn. So if there's been any, things in your sexuality, like, if you were raped or if you were abused or anything like this, Ketu is going to heal you from these things. Ketu is going to help you to go into the unknown with courage and to help you fight all those inner demons that no longer serve you. Also, if you play your cards right when it comes to stock market and working other people's monies, you can make a big win, okay? But you need to watch out. Don't fall for illusions. If it's too good to be true to make money, most probably it is, okay? We have Rahu in the 2nd house of money. Illusions abound. So there could be a lot of opportunities that come to you right now where it's like, get rich tomorrow, or like, you just do this and all this money comes, or if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So you have to be careful with this. Rahu may really entice you and tempt you to go into it, but don't, okay? So check your things, triple check if it's a scam, if it's not a scam, like really check your stuff before you put your money in it, okay? Now let's go a little bit deeper into your messages, my beautiful Capricorn. What are the blessings that Capricorn is going to be experiencing from Rahu and Ketu? What is Rahu and Ketu blessing Capricorn with? And you are being blessed by Yamaraj, the god of the underworld, the god of karma, Yamaraj. And Yamaraj is giving you the knowledge of the law. Very nice. It's giving you the knowledge of the law. Also, righteousness in action. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, like you're gonna do things right, and you usually are like that, Capricorn. You're very, very righteous. You do things right. You take the longer route. You're very responsible. So this is going to pay off. Righteousness in action, moral things, principles, following your values will give you really good results. Moving away from abuse and darkness and secrets, it's going to be very good for you. And overcoming the fear of death. You see, like you will become fearless. Like you're no longer going to be, like you're going to overcome the fear of death. And you know the reason why we are insecure is because we haven't overcome the fear of death. When we overcome the fear of death, we are no longer insecure. So we are insecure beings because we know we're going to die. And that just naturally brings an insecurity in us. So you're going to make peace with this, and you're going to no longer be fearful of death or the ending of things. And that's going to be really good. It's going to bring back your power. Also, overcoming the fear of death and steadfastness in the face of judgment. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be very righteous and doing the right thing, and you're going to follow your values. And as long as you follow your values, a lot of good things, and that's the law, following the truth, that's going to give you some really, really good results. And you're finally going to overcome all that underworld darkness. Okay, so Yamaraj is going to make you very powerful and very righteous. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these things. Let's see, what is Rahu blessing Capricorn with? What is Rahu blessing Capricorn with in the next upcoming 18 months? And Rahu is going to be blessing Capricorn with exercise to increase your manifesting abilities. Okay, well, Jupiter is in your 6th house. So the more you exercise, the more you work out, the more you move your body, the more you choose a healthy lifestyle, the more you're going to increase your manifesting abilities. So you got to work out. Have a routine where you're working out, because that is just going to make you stronger and stronger, and it's going to attract more abundance and prosperity in your life. If you do already work as a personal trainer and exercises or anything like this, you're going to get some really good money around this time. But don't neglect your health. You have to work out. This will make you stronger, and it will attract more abundance in your life. Also, ask for your needs to be met. Remember, your voice is so powerful at this time, my beautiful Capricorn. So utilize your voice. Utilize your voice, baby, because people are going to hear you, and they're going to give you whatever you want, Capricorn. So you have the power of the voice right now. Don't stay quiet. Now, Saturn is in the 3rd, making you really think before you speak, which is great. But don't shy away from asking, because people will give you those things, whatever it is that you want. And attracting, not chasing. I like this for you. You're like no longer going to be chasing money from insecurities or fears. Like you're just going to know that money is going to come to you. Like you're just going to own your value so much that you know and embody it so much that naturally the abundance is going to come into you. So embody your value. You're no longer going to be chasing money. And I think that's good. You know, a lot of Capricorns in a very subconscious way end up chasing money because we're chasing this ambition. But you are going to become more attractive, and you're just going to attract those things to you. Okay. Now let's see what Ketu is blessing you with. What is Ketu blessing Capricorn with in this next upcoming 18 months? And it's going to surrender your need to always be right. I like this for you, Capricorn. How many fights have you had because you're trying so hard to tell people that they're wrong. It's like throwing pearls to the pigs, baby. Sometimes they're not ready. Sometimes they're not ready. I know it's hard because I know it comes from your beautiful parental heart that you want to help, that you want like a child. It's like, don't go there, do it like this, and you naturally correct these things. But people may end up rejecting you, or like or like they might see it as like you're controlling me, or you're doing this, or like, and in reality you're coming from a place of wanting to help. But you gotta know when people are ready to hear that message. You gotta know when people are ready. Maybe some people don't get it until they have really really hit themselves against the wall. So surrender your need to always be right, Capricorn. Surrender it. It's gonna release you from so many fights, from so many misunderstandings, and you're no longer going to be leaking your energy out. You know what's right. You go and do you, baby. Let others make their mistakes. Let others just have their mistake moment, and that's going to be better for them. Last but not least, surrender your intuition. Surrender to your intuition. Yes, your intuition is going to be super strong, Capricorn. Really, really strong at this time. So listen to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you, your intuition is talking to you, your intuition is showing you the way. So listen to your intuition. You're very intuitive at this time. And last but not least, surrender your outdated beliefs about yourself. Yes. So that's why you're going to become more secure, because you're going to release these insecurities and these outdated beliefs about yourself that have happened in the past. So as you let go of the limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past, this is what you're overcoming, those inner demons, and then you can own your power and soar in your life. So a lot of wonderful things are happening here for you, massive transformations that are going to be very, very abundant and beneficial for you. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorn, those were your messages for this upcoming Ketu and Rahu transit of 2025. I hope that they help. If and remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. 45% off on my consultations using the promo code in the description below to book your 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Capricorn. So book one today. Alrighty, Capricorn, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this upcoming transit of Rahu and Ketu. And oh my goodness gracious, you are going to have one of the most powerful transformations here, of course, because Rahu and Ketu are coming into your Kendra houses. Rahu is going into your first house, and Ketu is going into your seventh house. So this is definitely going to bring a massive transformation of identity. You will be transformed in your identity. And I think this is good because after this 2 years of lots of karmic lessons with Saturn in your sign, now Rahu is going to help you to polish that new you even more. Even more. So Rahu here is really trying to help you to focus more on the self. Okay? This is the moment. Stop thinking about the collective. Stop thinking about other people's opinions. Stop thinking about what they want, what the world wants. Nah. It's about you, Aquarius. You, your body, your identity, how you present yourself to the world, your reputation, and your sense of self. This is where Rahu wants you to mainly focus your energy on. And because Rahu loves being in your sign, this is a super auspicious time for you, Aquarius. I mean, you can really establish your brand, establish your sense of self, establish your identity, establish the new you, the new and better version of yourself. So Rahu here is going to make you hungry, baby, hungry for recognition, hungry for fame in a way, and it's going to make you hungry to really showcase yourself. Some of you guys, if you guys are timid, this is not the moment to be timid. This is the moment for you to really shine. And I don't want to say selfish, because this starts making people into narcissist assholes. Like, it's not this. Not selfish, more self-love. More self-love. You're putting yourself first. You are taking yourself into account. You are putting your needs and your wants first before anybody else. And that is what's going to be healing your relationships and healing your commitments at the same time. Rahu in the first house can also make you a great athlete, and your ambitions are going to go through the roof, Aquarius. This is the moment you're like, man, I want to make something big happen. I'm going to go big. I'm going to go big or go home. I'm going to make it grand. Like, Rahu here makes it everything more grand. I will say the only thing you need to watch out for is excessive exaggeration. This may cause you to be like excessive, where you just don't know your limits, where you don't know when to stop, where you don't know when to stop. Okay. So again, Rahu can make you overly exaggerated in your excessive consumption. So if you don't want this negative thing of Rahu, my best advice is become vegetarian. Being vegetarian is the only way, is the best healing tool for Rahu to subside that demonic energy, to pacify it. So becoming vegetarian can be something really, really good for you right now. Remember, the meat eating, alcohol, drugs are just going to make your Rahu more incessant for more and more and more and more. This is also a great time for athletes. Okay, if you're an athlete, if you're a superstar, if you're a content creator, if you're putting your face in something, people are listening to you. This is the best time for you to become that great example, okay? To become the best version of yourself, so that people can admire you, can be like, whoa, I'm inspired by Aquarius. I'm inspired by the way he or she carries himself, presents himself. So it's all about these things. It's all about these things. This is the moment to reinvent your body, reinvent your image, reinvent your style, reinvent the way that you project yourself, reinvent your brand, reinvent your website, anything that represents you. This is the moment to really, really showcase who you really are and the best version of yourself, because Rahu would really elevate you to the next level. Okay. Now with Ketu in the 7th house, this is going to take you away from relationships. Okay, Aquarius. And if you are currently in a very toxic relationship, Ketu here is going to make you're no longer going to be interested in it. You're going to be like, you're not going to be so interested in relationships. Now, if you do have addictions to relationships, or there's some sort of distorted energy and commitments where either you don't want a relationship and you're super against it, or you're too addicted to relationships to the point that you're obsessive, these extremes are going to be purified to bring you into balance. And you're only going to get attracted to very spiritual partners. These are the partners that you're going to really get attracted to. So if you find a spiritual partner that you can do spiritual practices with, that you can do spiritual things with, that is going to be the cherry on top for you, my beautiful Aquarius. That's what's going to make you feel so good. Okay. So yeah, not so much normal relationships, more spiritual relationships want to come into your life, spiritual commitments that are going to come into your life, and you're going to release any other commitments that are just leeching onto you and not really giving you any sort of good substance in your life. Okay. But purification of relationships and how you handle relationships will also go through a healing as well. Okay, so now let's look a little bit deeper into these messages. How is Aquarius, what is Rahu and Ketu blessing Aquarius with in the next upcoming 18 months? Rahu and Ketu blessing Aquarius. And Varuna is going to be blessing you. I believe Leo got this one too. I don't remember. But Varuna, the god of the seas, is going to be blessing you. And it's going to be blessing you with the navigations of the seas. So this could be the navigations of emotions, feelings. Also, if you're traveling in water, you can be doing very good, but it's more about navigating these ups and downs and emotional roller coasters of life. You're going to be handling it very well. Also, success in fishing, fishing for good relationships, fishing for a better look, a better you, more opportunities. So this is the moment to cast your net out and to go for it, because you're going to see many opportunities coming to you. They're just going to get attracted to you. And also forgiveness for transgressions. So you're going to forgive your relationships, forgive your partners, forgive your business partners, or any commitments that maybe did you wrong, that harden your heart. You're going to go through a healing of that for sure. And also increase in love between men and women. That's nice. So as you become a better version of yourself, you can also increase your love and your connection between men and women, between that relationship of compliments. Okay. So it could also bring a lot of loving energy in your life. Okay. Now let's look a little bit deeper into these messages. What is Rahu blessing Aquarius with? What is Rahu blessing Aquarius with? What is Rahu blessing Aquarius with? It's going to bless you with the giving and receiving. So it's going to balance out the giving and receiving, where you're no longer going to be overextending yourself, and you're going to learn how much to give to yourself, how much to receive. That's going to be very good. It's going to help you to only see love in all situations. Okay. So it's not going to harden your heart. It's going to make you softer. It's going to help you see love for yourself, for your body, for others. So love will be here for you. Now, if Rahu's too malefic, it might turn you into the other way. So the clue here, the trick here is to practice seeing love in everyone, and in every situation. And it's making you an entrepreneur, baby. This is your moment. This is your moment to go independent, be independent, have your own independent thing, have your own independent brand, your independent stuff. This is the moment for entrepreneurship. This is the moment for you to be a self-made person. This is the moment for you to shine, okay? And to do it like be a trailblazer, okay? This is what Rahu wants you to do. Trailblaze. Be the leader. Don't even look back. You as the leader, you walk and people will follow. So very strong entrepreneurship skills for you during this time. Now let's see what Ketu is blessing you with. What is Ketu blessing Aquarius is with in the next upcoming 18 months? Give your relationship a chance. It's going to make you work for your relationship, okay? You're going to learn that all relationships require work. There's no such thing as an easy relationship. There's no such thing as there could be easiness, but don't expect it to just be like super easy. You can't even have an easy relationship with your own family. So everything is a challenge. And if it wasn't for the challenge, then it will be boring. It will be so boring. Who wants to be in a boring relationship? Lukewarm love, no. We need to be grateful for the obstacles. We need to be grateful for the challenges, because every single time you overcome a challenge, the love gets sweeter, gets more condensed, gets more delicious. And of course, there's many things going against it: the planets, enemies, family, friends, situations, the government, I don't know, anything attacks love. So those that don't give up, that overcome, and that work on their relationships are the ones who can taste and relish that delicious condensed love. Also, trust. Have faith. Have faith. Your relationships are calling for you to have faith, to trust, and to develop this spiritual connection with your partner. And last but not least, let go of control issues, baby. This is sabotaging your relationship. So allow for situations to unfold naturally. Don't try to force it. Don't try to any like that. Just go with the flow and allow for situations to unfold naturally, and don't try to control your partner. Then maybe that's the detachment. If you're too focused on controlling your partner, it's going to detach you from that, which is going to be very good. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquarius, those were your messages for this upcoming next 18 months with Rahu and Ketu changing signs. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. 45% off on my consultations using the promo code. Book your 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you will like, my beautiful Aquarius. So make sure you book one today. Alrighty, Aquarius, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for the next Rahu and Ketu transit. And do we have some good news? Because finally Rahu is out of your sign after 18 months of focusing you so much on your individual self. Now, Rahu and Ketu are going to be going into your 12th and 6th house. This is the time of liberation. This is a time for you to transmute the past. This is the moment where you are going to let go. Let go. Maybe during the time with Rahu in your sign, some of you guys maybe became too obsessive, maybe consuming too much, excess consumption. So now Rahu is going to help you to let go. Let go of the past, let go of illusions, let go of misconceptions, let go of things that are not of your path, let go of things that are no longer helping you, let go of things that are not serving you. Now, with Rahu going into your 12th house, this is definitely a time for massive spiritual transformations. Rahu here wants you to focus on releasing yourself from the chains of the past, or releasing yourself from any subconscious patterns, from addictions, from vices, from ways of being. Rahu here is really going to help you to disconnect, and to disconnect from the mundane that no longer serves you. So Rahu will focus you more on spiritual practices, will focus you more on maybe traveling far away, going to distant lands, and focusing more on your spiritual bhajan, on your spiritual transcending and your spiritual practices. Rahu here wants you to focus on those things more than anything at this time, and to no longer be attached to the past. So some of you guys are going to go through a massive spiritual awakening. This could definitely turn on a lot of spiritual, powerful awakening for you, where you forgive and let go, where you let go of a certain way of being, a certain pattern that is no longer serving you, that is very subconscious and very subtle in you. And Rahu here is going to help you to let go. That's the main thing. Rahu wants you to let go. And as you let go and you forgive, you will be able to be more free and liberate yourself from those things that no longer serve you. So a lot of focus on spiritual practices at this time. I would say be very, very cautious with your money, okay? If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Rahu is in the house of losses. So this can expand your losses, okay? Be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. If it sounds too good to be true, if it sounds tempting, if they tell you you put this money and you get 500 times more of your money, or they're promising you something that is just too good to be true, but they want you to put money down, be very cautious with this. Very, very cautious with this. Rahu wants you to lose things, lose the things that no longer serve you, lose the stuff that is holding you back. But if you're not careful, you may also lose what you gain. So be careful with this. Okay? Also, with Ketu and it wants to take you to faraway lands. This is actually a great time for you to travel internationally, and to travel internationally, especially for spiritual practices. This could be fantastic for you. Now, with Ketu in the 6th house, this is going to help you heal your health, okay? If you've been neglecting your health, Ketu here wants you to start paying more attention to your health And if there's been something that is hurting your health, Ketu here wants you to let go of that. If there's been kind of distorted in your routines, like you have not been able to keep up with a routine or maintain a job or have a healthy lifestyle, a lifestyle that is a little bit more organized, that you're not getting caught up in debt or enemies or illnesses. Like life wants you to get these things in order, whatever is not allowing for you to balance these things out. So Rahu Ketu here will help you to release any um, any laziness and lazy patterns and procrastinations and negative lifestyle habits. Ketu here wants you to detox. Ketu here wants you to cleanse your body. Ketu here wants you to cleanse your dead, cleanse your enemies, cleanse yourself from the hardships of life, and to organize your life and to no longer be living in some sort of chaotic situation. So that is where the losses come in. Like if you have been neglecting paying your bills or paying that credit card or paying off that debt or neglecting your health or neglecting the work that you need to do to maintain a healthy lifestyle, Rahu here is going to maybe help you to lose something so that you actually start working on those things. So Rahu is really helping you in creating that spiritual essence, and Ketu is helping you to make a better relationship with the daily life, with the material life, because we need to have this balanced out. Okay, you cannot just neglect your the body and the material things, because we might end up piling up more issues in our lives, more problems, more challenges. We can't ignore the challenges of life. Life is a series of a lot of problems, and we can't just ignore them completely, because they will eventually catch up to us. So Ketu here wants you to purify anything that is like not allowing for you to take charge of these things and put them in order. So Ketu will definitely help you with all your daily life and your healthy lifestyle. So that's going to be something really beneficial. So massive inner transformations for you, which will eventually also transform your daily routines as well. So let's go a little bit deeper here for my beautiful Pisces. What is it that Rahu and Ketu is bringing to Pisces in the next upcoming 18 months? What is Rahu and Ketu bringing Pisces in the next upcoming 18 months? And Durga Devi is going to be blessing you during these next upcoming 18 months. And Durga Devi will be blessing you with personal empowerment. I love this for you. Personal empowerment. You're no longer neglecting yourself and your life, and you're going to take your power back, and you're going to feel very personally empowered. Also, the destruction of ignorance. I love this. The destruction of ignorance, the destruction of the tamas that keeps us ignorant, that keeps us in a lower vibration. You're going to destroy this ignorance, and you're going to become more enlightened, more elevated. Also, development of spiritual forces. Oof, of course, I mean, with Rahu in this 12th house, like you will develop your spiritual force to a whole new level. And also suppression of negative psychic influences. Very nice. So if you've been a victim of psychic attacks or negative energies or things, just any psychic or any negative energies, you're going to overcoming these things. You're no longer going to be influenced by these negative psychic influences, and you're going to overpower them. So definitely get close to Durga Devi, because she is going to empower you in that. Now let's look a little bit deeper. Let's see what Rahu is bringing Pisces. What is Rahu blessing Pisces with? What is Rahu blessing Pisces with? What is Rahu blessing Pisces with? And you are being blessed by surrendering outdated beliefs about yourself that are in your subconscious. So you're going to release these outdated beliefs about yourself, the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself that come from the past. You're going to eradicate this and allow yourself to really move forward. Also, you're going to surrender to the magic of who you are, baby. This is going to make you more authentic, and you're going to turn off all those misconceptions that is in your subconscious about yourself, so that you can come to a more authentic you and really love who you are. And last but not least, you're going to surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So you're going to understand that everybody has to be responsible for their own healing. You getting distracted with other people's healings is not going to heal you. You're just distracting yourself with other people's pains, and you being there for them is not going to necessarily heal them. Everybody has to be responsible for their own healing. So better for you to be responsible for your healing, Pisces, and that's the way to inspire others. Okay, everybody's in their own journey. You don't have to be a murderer for anybody. Okay, now let's see what Ketu is blessing you with. What is Ketu being blessed? How is Ketu blessing Pisces in this next upcoming 18 months? So Ketu will be bringing you the clearing out of debts. So if you have debt, Ketu here wants you to release all of that emotional debt and financial debt. So if you have debt that it's kind of bringing you down and not letting you really fly, Ketu here is really going to help you to purify those debts and to get into a better alignment with yourself. Also, Ketu wants you to declutter. Get rid of the old, get rid of the things that no longer serve you, get rid of what's taking up space from the past that is just draining your energy. This is a time to declutter. This is a time to get rid of the things that no longer serve you. This is the time to lose those things that are taking space in your life so that you can make space for a new life to come in. So declutter your space, get rid of the dirt, get rid of the things you no longer use, release it, donate it, give it to somebody, and that's gonna that's gonna be very, very good for you. And last but not least, no more complaining, Pisces. No more complaining. If there's anything that is you're complaining about, Ketu here wants you to stop doing that, because that is all debilitating you, making you a victim, and you're giving your power away to others when you are complaining. So complaining just affirms your victimization. And that is what life wants to get rid. You're not a victim, Pisces. You're not a victim of life. You're not a victim of others. You allowed them. So don't set yourself up to be abused or to be the victim. Don't complain about it. Remember, you have an abundance of choices. Abundance of choices all the time. You always have the power. Don't give your power away, okay? Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages for this upcoming powerful transit of Rahu and Ketu in Aquarius and Leo. But remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations. Book your consultation with the promo code in the description below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like, my beautiful Pisces. So book one today. Alrighty, Pisces, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And thank you so much to all my brothers and my sisters for being here for this horoscope on the massive, most important transit of Rahu in Aquarius and Ketu in Leo for 2025, guys. And I hope that this transit brings you so many blessings and so many auspicious things. I'm sending everybody so much love and light. Thank you so much for your support, for your likes, your comments. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. I read every single comment, and I just want to say that I love this beautiful Astro family so, so, so much. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you so much, and I'll be seeing you for the next video. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.